by the champs company. National League. The Cubs came from behind with 3 in the 8th to win their 3rd consecutive ball game as they knocked off the St. Louis Cardinals for the 3rd time in a row, twice at Wrigley Field, last Sunday at Busch Stadium, by a score of 7-6. Paul Russell getting the win, Raleigh Eastwick the loss, and Bruce Sutter picked up his 23rd save of the year. Elsewhere, Montreal is at New York tonight. The Phillies are at Pittsburgh, Cincinnati at Houston, Atlanta at San Francisco, and San Diego will be at Los Angeles. Right now, Mark the Bird Fidrych getting in his warm-up tosses. For the Bird, this is his 10th start of the year. His previous 9, he has completed 7 games. In 74 and 2/3 innings, he's allowed only 20 earned runs on 71 hits, 2 of them homers. He's walked 10 and struck out 41, and that equals out, my friends, to a strikeout-to-walk ratio of 4-1, which is outstanding. Fidrych with an earned run average of 2.41, and he has 1 shutout to his credit. Defensively for the Tigers, it'll be Jason Thompson at first, Tito Fuentes at second, Tom Veryzer will be at shortstop, and Wayne Scrivener will be at third base. In the outfield, Steve Kemp in left field, Ron LeFlore in center, and Ben Oglivie in right. So we're all set for baseball as Ralph Garr steps in with an 11-game hitting streak. Ralph hitting .282, 5 homers and 29 RBIs. He's had a good road trip, hitting .500 on this trip, 6 hits and 12 times at bat, including a solo homer. The first pitch he takes is a ball. Bruce Kimm, formerly of the White Sox organization, doing the catching. He has turned out to be Fidrych's private catcher. Kimm does not play at all unless Fidrych is playing. They've got 2 other catchers here, Milt May, and here's the pitch. Here's a fastball high and inside, ball 2. Milt May doing most of the catching, and Johnny Walkenfuss, formerly with the Cardinals. Here's the 2-0 delivery, inside, ball 3. So Fidrych has missed on 3 consecutive pitches here. A year ago, he was 4th in the American League in the least amount of walks issued. Here's the 3-0 pitch, high and inside, a ball. He walked him. So Garr is at first with nobody out, and Alan Bannister the batter. A year ago, Fidrych walked only 1 man every 4.71 innings. That was 4th best in the American League. But he has walked the leadoff man, and Alan Bannister the batter. Allen hitting .310, 2 homers and 37 RBIs. And Bannister ranks 3rd in the American League in hits now. He's got 96 hits, trailing Rod Carew and Robin Yount. Yount has 97. Here's a fastball for a strike. Listen to the crowd. They're loaded out here tonight. Figuratively speaking, that is. Right-hander ready, runner with a leadoff of first. Here's the pitch to Bannister, a bunt to the left side. It's a good one. Fidrych off the mound, bobbles it, throws, not in time. And the White Sox have runners at first and second with nobody out. Scrivener was late getting to the ball. Fidrych had to field it. And they're going to give an error on the pitcher. He bobbled it momentarily. And it's going to be an error on the pitcher. So there are runners at first and second, and Jorge Orta the batter. Orta hitting .274, 9 homers and 43 RBIs. You know, interestingly enough, a lot of the talk on the plane and in the clubhouse the other day after the Seattle series amongst these White Sox was how much they wanted to repay the Tigers. Detroit has beaten the White Sox 4 games in a row, including sweeping a 3-game set in Chicago. Orta waits. Here's the first pitch, high and inside, a ball. Ralph Garr off a second. Bannister at first. Short right field porch. 325 down the line. Here's the pitch to Orta, and it's a fastball for a strike. It's 340 down the left field line. Straightaway left field, 365, 370 straightaway right field. Right-hander ready. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a pop-up to the left side. Scrivener giving chase, going towards the Tiger dugout. He won't get it as a fan drops it in the first row right behind the Tiger dugout. The power alleys here are 400 feet to left center, 415 feet to right center, and it's 440 to straightaway center. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Orta. Richie Zisk in the on-deck circle. Right-hander ready. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing, and they pop up again down the left side, but it'll carry off into the seats in the upper deck. And the count remains the same. Orta has 3 hits on this road trip that have accounted for 2 RBIs. Has a chance to bring somebody home here. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Outside a ball, just missed on the corner. The fans don't like it. That evens the count up at 2-2. Right-hander ready. Now he takes his foot off the rubber. White Sox have hit only .256 as a team against the Tigers thus far this year. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Swinging a grounder that is fouled to the left side. Scrivener fields it just in front of Bobby Knapp doing the coaching at third. Vinny Minoso coaching over at first. Cleveland got 2 in the second. They lead Toronto by a score of 2-0 at the end of 2. Baltimore leading the Yankees 2-0 at the end of 1. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Orta. Here's a swing and a base hit to right field. Here comes Garr around third. He'll score. Right fielder bobbles the ball. Bannister goes to third, and the White Sox lead 1-0. Ben Oglivie couldn't pick it up. Bannister had stopped. When he bobbled it, Bannister went on to third. It'll be a single and an RBI for Orta, his 44th RBI of the year. And an error will be charged to the right fielder, allowing Bannister to move to right field, and the batter is Richie Zisk. 1-0, the White Sox are out in front. Well, a year ago, when Fidrych defeated the White Sox 3-1, the run was an unearned run. So that's the first earned run the White Sox have ever gotten against Mark the Bird. Richie Zisk, the batter, hitting .294, 19 homers, 59 RBIs, and he swings and misses in a fastball around the letters. Zisk 3 for 9 on this road trip with an RBI. Orta off of first, Bannister off of third. Here's the pitch. Inside a fastball, evens the count 1-1. Zisk, number 3 in the American League in RBIs. And he's number 3 in home runs. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a looper out into right field. It might drop. Right fielder coming in. He's there and he's got it. Bannister comes down the line, but the throw comes in and he goes back to third. And that is the first out of the inning, as Zisk loops one to Oglivie in the opposite field. So there's 1 out, and Oscar Gamble, the batter. Gamble hitting .253, 16 homers, and 37 RBIs. Gamble hit 2 home runs in the White Sox last game. He's already hit 3 homers on this road trip. He's 3 for 12. All those hits have been home runs, including 4 RBIs. Gamble now hitting a home run once every 12 times at the plate. An outstanding ratio. Right-hander ready. Here's the pitch. And it's a called strike in the outside corner. Oscar hit a pinch home run here earlier this year. 1-0, the White Sox out in front. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a grounder. Could be 2. Over to second for 1. The relay. In time, a double play. Vinny Minoso arguing about it. Here come the White Sox out of the dugout. Bob Lemon is really hot. This is the first time we've seen Lemon come out of the dugout. Oh, and the White Sox ever upset. They didn't think the relay by Veryzer got there in time. Garr is really upset. The home plate umpire, Marty Springstad, is keeping everybody away, just letting Bob Lemon argue with Larry Barnett at first. This is the hottest we've seen the White Sox all year in a decision call. And it goes as a 4-6-3 double play. Even Jim Spencer now at first base defensively arguing about it. And that retires the side. So in the inning, the White Sox come up with 1 run on 1 hit. There were 2 errors and 1 man left on. We're at the end of a half inning of play. The White Sox won, Detroit nothing.
That melody you hear is that pleasure clear from one dear lover to another strolls. So play that friendly sound, pass that great piece around.
Stroh Brewery Company, Detroit, Michigan.
WMAQ. We're your radio station, and that means we're always looking for new things to do for you. That's the reason we ask you to call us at 591-4000 and tell us what you want. That's also the reason we bring you the big singers live in concert. It's also why we give away big money in prizes, including color TVs, cars, and stereos. We share the money with you. And, of course, we play the music you ask for. And we've got more new things on the way. We're here for you. Your radio station, WMAQ.
Warren Brown back in Detroit as we go to the bottom of the first, 1-0. Well, the White Sox really hot over that double play call. And what happens if it's not a double play, then the run scores, and it's 2 out and 2-0. But as it is, it's 1-0 as Ron LeFlore leads it off for the Tigers. He'll be followed by Tito Fuentes and Rusty Staub. LeFlore hitting .278, 8 homers and 29 RBIs. Chris Knapp goes into the windup in the first pitch. Here's a swing and a base hit for left field. So the tying runs at first with nobody out, and Tito Fuentes the batter. And Knapp gives up a single on the first offering. Knapp's first major league victory came at the expense of the Tigers July 21st a year ago when he went the distance and beat them 4-1 in Chicago. That was the only time he's faced Detroit. Michigan native seeking his third consecutive win. He's beaten Minnesota 8-1 and 5-2 his last 2 outings. This crowd really alive here. White Sox had the bird on the ropes. A run in, runners at first and third, and nobody out, but they were unable to score after that as a fly ball to short right field and a controversial double play. To be perfectly frank, from our angle, we couldn't tell whether it was out or safe. Here's a pitch, or rather a toss to first, the runner back. We are just off a home plate, looking right down the first base line. Great vantage point, but unfortunately on that, a little tough to tell. Right-hander ready. Here's the pitch, and it's high a ball. 1-0. The White Sox and Chris Knapp out in front. The Tigers have lost 4 in a row and 6 of their last 7. But yet they've held the upper hand over the White Sox this year, beating them 4 out of 5. Those 4 victories have come in a row. 1 here at Tiger Stadium and 3 straight at Comiskey Park. Again, Knapp goes over to the first. The crowd doesn't like it. Hey, remember, our big payoff inning tonight will be the 5th inning. Here's the pitch to Fuentes. Here's a swing and a grounder to Spencer at first. He's got it. Goes to second for 1. There'll be no relay. As Bannister is tripped up, and the trip-up came after the play was over. Bannister wasn't going to make the throw at all, but LeFlore wrapped his legs around him and took him down. The White Sox do a little yelling at it from the dugout, primarily Charlie Fad, the trainer. So LeFlore is out 3-6. Fuentes out of the fielder's choice, and Rusty Staub, the batter, hitting .229, 10 homers and 37 RBIs. Rusty has been very critical of this Tiger infield, which is a high infield on the grass. They've got a lot of pitchers who keep the ball down low, and LeFlore says he can't get any hits. Here's the pitch, and it's a fastball low, ball 1. LeFlore primarily used now as a designated hitter, which he's not too crazy about. When he can't get that ball through the infield, it makes him even more furious. He says, that's the only thing I can do is hit. I can't make up for it playing defense. Here's a toss over to first. Fuentes back in time. Fuentes has stolen 1 base this year. Been around a long time. He's been thrown out twice. Knapp ready. Here's the pitch. Just missed on the outside corner of ball. Tigers with a predominantly left-handed hitting lineup. A short porch here in right field. The White Sox will counter with a pair of left-handers the following 2 games, with Kravick going tomorrow and Wilbur Wood on Sunday. Here's the 2-0 delivery, and it's a fastball for a strike. 2-1. Dick Trzaskowski doing the coaching down at first with the Tigers, and Freddie Hatfield, former Tiger infielder, doing the coaching at third. Chris Knapp out of Central Michigan University gets his sign, glances over to Fuentes, tosses over there, and the runner back. Ballpark is practically filled. Chris Knapp ready. The 2-1 pitch. Called strike 2. They posted the pitchers at Milwaukee. Reggie Cleveland going for Boston and Jim Slayton going for the Brewers. Two balls and 2 strikes to Staub. A runner at first, 1 out. Well, there's a big hole in the right side of the infield. Left-hander ready. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Almost went after a bad ball, and it's outside and low, ball 3. So the count 3-2. Let's see if Fuentes will be going here. He represents the tying run. Well, these Tigers only hitting .255 as a team this year, but against the White Sox, they're hitting .337. Right-hander ready. There goes the runner. The 3-2 pitch, a swing and a fly ball to left field. Ralph Garr coming in. He's there and takes it for the second out. Throw back to the infield, and Fuentes, playing a little game of cat and mouse, had a hurry to get back as Garr challenged him and threw back into the infield. So there's 2 out now, and Steve Kemp, rookie out of the University of Southern California, the batter, hitting .257, 10 homers and 46 RBIs. He has been the most potent hitter against the White Sox for the Tigers this year. He's hit .471 against the White Sox with a homer and 5 RBIs. Outfield plays him straight away. Good-looking youngster. He, along with Rupert Jones of Seattle, are the prime candidates for Rookie of the Year honors in the American League. Here's the pitch, and it's low ball. Let's compare their stats. Kemp hitting .257, 10 homers, 46 RBIs. And Jones hitting .272, 16 homers and 49 RBIs. So right now, it's all in the favor of Jones, and I think Jones a little better ball player defensively than Kemp. Kemp a left fielder, and Jones a center fielder. Right-hander ready. The 1-0 pitch. There's a swing and a long drive into left field. Way back. Garr going back. It is off the wall. Garr has it. Here's the throw in. There's the runner going to the plate. The throw, he is going to be safe. Throw back to second. He is safe, but double by Kemp to the opposite field. Garr went back, and when he gave up on the ball at the warning track, I thought it was going to be gone, but it bounced off the fence up there. It's all about 5 feet high on the green wall, extending all the way around, maybe 4 feet high. Then a fence about 6 feet high, so maybe about 10 feet from ground level. Garr played that ball as if it was going to go out of here. And when the ball ricocheted off the wall, it got away from him a little bit, enabling the runner to come around and score. So we're all tied up 1-1. And Jason Thompson, the batter, hitting .280, 16 homers and 56 RBIs. Right-hander ready. Here's the pitch. And it's low ball. That ball went to the opposite field by Kemp. Good job. But it looked like it might have been catchable. That was Kemp's 47th RBI of the year and his 6th against the White Sox. Right-hander ready. Here's the pitch. And it's low. Ball 2. Ben Oglivie in the on-deck circle. Thompson's hit well against the White Sox. .318. 2 homers and 9 RBIs. One game he got a grand slam homer here, and another game in Chicago he drove in 5 runs. Right-hander ready. The 2-0 pitch. Low, ball 3. Knapp may be a little concerned over that double. Right-hander ready. From the belt. The 3-0 pitch. Ball 4, he walked him on 4 straight pitches. So now the Tigers with runners at first and second. At 2 out, and Ben Oglivie, the batter, another left-hander. We're going to get some action in the bullpen as Bob Lemon, White Sox manager, comes out. Bob Lemon really not a favorite here in Detroit. He used to nail these Tigers pretty good, as he did everybody when he was with the Cleveland Indians. Essian out to the mound to talk to Knapp. Lemon talking to him now. And we've got Don Kirkwood, a native Michigander, warming up in the bullpen for the White Sox. Cleveland leads Toronto 2-0. That game at the end of 3. The Yankees scored 2 in the second to tie up Baltimore 2-2 at the end of 2. And the Philadelphia Phillies got 2 runs in the first inning at Pittsburgh, and they lead 2-0 with the Pirates now batting. So the conversation is over. Bob Lemon goes back to the White Sox dugout. 2 out, 2 on, 1-1. We're in the first. Right-hander delivers, and it's a strike to Oglivie. Ben Oglivie hitting .250, 11 homers and 23 RBIs. Right-hander is ready. The 1-0, 1 strike pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball. Strike 2. Strikes on the batter. 2 on and 2 out. Right-hander ready. Working out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. Up high, a ball. 1-2. White Sox engaged in their 80th game of the year. The Tigers in their 81st, so this is the halfway point for Detroit. It'll be the halfway point for the White Sox after tomorrow night's game. Knapp ready. Looks back to second. The 1-2 pitch. Here's a swing and a shot. Orta has it at second, throws on to first, and that retires the side. Good play by Orta going to his right, grabbing that ball, and throwing out Oglivie to retire the Tigers here in the first. So they come up with 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors and 2 men left on. So we're at the end of 1 complete inning of play here in Detroit. The White Sox won, the Tigers won.
This summer, True Value Hardware stores can help you keep 2 kinds of unwanted intruders away from your home, bugs and burglars. To keep the bugs away, just install General Electric yellow bug light bulbs on your porch and patio. Now, bugs don't recognize yellow light as light, so they don't collect around your door, and they won't bug you and your guests either. Get GE yellow bug light bulbs at just 59 cents each at True Value Hardware stores. And keep other home intruders away with General Electric floodlights. They'll flood your yard or driveway with light, and they'll give you that comfortable feeling of daylight at the flick of a switch. Get General Electric bug lights for your porch and patio, and floodlights for your yard and driveway at participating True Value Hardware stores.
True Value Hardware is more than just a name. It's a way of doing business that means True Value.
Back at Tiger Stadium as we go to the second inning. All tied up 1-1. By the way, the run the White Sox got in the first was an earned run. Garr walked. Bannister got on an error, but he did get credit for a sacrifice. And the next man singled an RBI, so that makes that the sacrifice would have put him at second anyway. Here's the first pitch to Lamar Johnson, a fastball through the legs of Bruce Kimm, a ball. Goes all the way back to the screen. Lamar hitting .297, 10 homers and 30 RBIs. He faced Fidrych in the American Association 2 years ago. Here's a swing and a shot into left field, a base hit. So Fidrych, nothing new to Lamar when he was at Evansville and Lamar Johnson was at Denver in 75. Now Lamar calls time. Apparently he lost something out in the dirt after making the turn at first. I don't know what it could be because he not have contacts. A neck chain around his neck fell off. So that is the second hit off Fidrych. The hits are now evened up at 2 apiece. And the batter is Jim Spencer, hitting .264, 13 homers and 40 RBIs. One of Spencer's home runs has come on this road trip at Seattle. Right-hander working out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a long drive to center field. Way back goes LeFlore. At the warning track, he's got it. About 410 feet away from home plate as Spencer really got good wood on that ball, but he hit it to one of the furthest parts of the ballpark, right center field, and there's 1 out. Well, Jim gets a couple more of those and is able to pull them at any spot. He's going to bust a few out of here, and now Kim goes out to the mound to talk to Fidrych as Eric Soderholm steps up. Soderholm hitting .291, 7 homers and 27 RBIs. He's hit 2 home runs and driven in 4 runs in this ballpark this year in that 2-game series back in April. White Sox won their first meeting against the Tigers 10-7 in 14 innings. But Detroit won the next game 10-9. Here's the pitch to Soderholm, and it's low ball. Then the Tigers came to Chicago to defeat the Sox 7-4, 3-2, and 14-3. That 14-3 game was when Wilbur Wood was making his starting debut of the season. Here's the pitch to Soderholm, and it's inside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Eric. Detroiter Jim Essian in the on-deck circle. Lamar Johnson with the lead off of first. Thompson holding him on. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul. He's got a piece of it. Chet Lemon not in the lineup tonight. That little muscle pull behind his left leg still bothering him. He says he can play, but Bob Lemon, the manager, does not want to take any chances on aggravating that injury, and he's going to wait till he's 100%. Here's the pitch, and it's outside a ball. 3-1. 3 balls and a strike. All tied up 1-1. We're in the second inning, and the clouds starting to get a little darker now. Here's the pitcher's a swing and a foul to Bobby Knapp in the coach's box at third. Gets a hand as he one-hands it. And the count is full, 3-2. Let's see if Lamar Johnson will be off here. Outfield playing Soderholm around to the left. The 3-2 pitch. Runner not going. Here's a swing and a shot into center field. It is caught by LeFlore. Beautiful catch he dives for. And Lamar Johnson, fortunately, not off. Well, I don't think he would have been doubled up anyway because LeFlore tumbled over after getting it, and he gets a big hand. 2 fine defensive plays here behind Fidrych by Ron LeFlore have kept the White Sox from trying to mount a big inning here. So the batter is Jim Essian, a Detroit boy hitting .308, 7 homers and 34 RBIs. His .308 ranks him 11th in the American League hitting race, and he takes the ball low. I'll tell you, Fidrych is not really sharp tonight. Want to get this guy, want to get him early before he does get it all together. Here's the pitch. Ball 2 inside. He's been throwing a lot of pitches here in the first 2 innings. He's had some fine defense behind him here in this inning. And a big double play in the first inning. Right-hander ready. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Here's a swing and a fly ball to left field. Kemp going back. He's calling for it. He's got it at the warning track. 370 feet away from home plate. Just to the right of the 365 sign as it extends out. And that retires the side. So a leadoff single remains at first. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on. We go to the bottom of the second. The White Sox 1, Detroit 1.
Hey, did you hear what happened to Charlie Hamilton in Rockford? $10,000. That's what happened. He bought himself one of those Illinois State Lottery instant bingo tickets, made $10,000 just like that. Same thing happened to John Adamczyk in Chicago. Isn't that wonderful? Why, people are winning all over the state. Rose Nostoff in Crete won $500. So did Walt Konechny in Harwood Heights, Ed Urban in Wooddale, and Pat Peretti in Chicago. That's nothing to sneeze at, you know, $500. Why, in just 4 weeks, almost 2 million people have won anywhere from a free ticket to $10,000. And I hear there's still more than 6 million winning tickets left. You can play instant lottery bingo anytime, you know, wherever they sell lottery tickets. So don't miss out on all the fun. You could even win a chance at the $1 million drawing. Oh, my heavens, I almost forgot. You heard about Bosso Britchka in Burbank, didn't you? Well, he won $10,000, too. I tell you, this instant bingo's the talk of the town, and you can take my word for it.
Brown back at Tiger Stadium as we go to the bottom of the second, tied up 1-1. It'll be Tom Veryzer, the shortstop, leading it off. He'll be followed by Wayne Scrivener and Bruce Kimm. 7, 8, and 9 hitters in the Tiger order. Veryzer hitting .184, 2 homers and 17 RBIs. Chris Knapp. In the windup, delivers the first pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. The Cubs won today, coming up with 3 in the 8th to defeat the Cardinals 7-6. Paul Rushell, the winner, now 3-1. Here's the pitcher's a half swing and a grounder to Soderholm. He's got it. Third baseman throws across in time, and there's one out. So there's one down, and Wayne Scrivener, the batter. Third baseman hitting 125, no homers and 1 RBI. He's been inserted into the lineup tonight. Mankowski came up ill and did not start here. He was originally in the starting lineup, but a late scratch. Rushell, the winner, and Suter, his 23rd save of the year. Raleigh Eastwick, the loser, before 27,088 at Wrigley Field. DeJesus hit a home run for the Cubs, while Mike Tyson and Gary Templeton hit one for the Cardinals. Here's the first pitch to Scrivener, a strike. Each team with a run on 2 hits here over the first inning and a half. Right-hander ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Went after a high outside delivery. And he's in the hole, 0-2. 3-day flu, they just inform us, is the reason Mankowski is out. Their major third baseman, Aurelio Rodriguez, is also out with some rib problems. I'll tell you about that here. The 2-strike pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a fastball. So there's 2 down, and Bruce Kimm, the batter. Kimm hitting 0-43, no homers and no RBIs. He's 1 for 23 this year. Only games he's been playing in have been when Mark Fidrych has been pitching. Kimm formerly in the White Sox organization. Right-hander goes in the windup and delivers, and it's a fastball for a strike in the inside corner. Our big payoff inning, remember, tonight will be the 5th inning. Right-hander ready. Here's the 1-strike pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Knapp making it look easy here to the 7, 8, and 9 hitters in the inning. Out in front of him, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Almost got him. Just missed with a fastball inside. Kimm was with the White Sox up until 1972. He was in AAA at Tucson in 72. Then went with the Tigers in 73, 4, 5, was up with them last year, and now this year. Here's the 1-2 pitch, slice foul into the upper deck. He broke in with a lot of these White Sox players, Brian Downing, Lamar Johnson, a couple of them that are gone, Bucky Dent, Jerry Harrison. They all came up together through Rookie League, A-ball, AA. Right-hander ready. Here's the 1-2 pitch, way high a ball. That slipped out of his hands. Count is even up. 2-2. The White Sox trying to win their 8th consecutive ball game and try to snap a personal 4-game losing streak at the hand of the Tigers. Right-hander into the windup. The 2-2 pitch. Way high a ball. The last 2 pitches. That time he didn't slip. That ball got away from him. And the count now goes full after being out in front of him, 0-2. Outfield plays him around to the left. Right-hander ready. The 3-2 pitch to Kimm. Swinging a looper going down the left side. It'll be a foul ball. Eric Soderholm gave it a great effort, but no way was he going to catch up with it. The count remains the same. Well, we've got a Michigan battery here today. Jim Essian behind the plate from Detroit. And from the western part of the state, Chris Knapp from Benton Harbor, St. Joe. Great White Sox fans in that area. Right-hander ready. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So 3 up and 3 down for the Tigers here in the 2nd inning. We're at the end of 2 complete innings of play. The White Sox 1, Detroit 1.
Imagine 1 cubic foot. A solid square, 1 foot high, 1 foot wide, 1 foot deep. Now imagine 5 cubic feet. Based on the U.S. government's 1977 estimates of new vehicle interior size, that's how much more room you get inside the new Chevrolet than you get in the older style full-size cars still being sold by Chevrolet's nearest sales competitor. That's the U.S. government estimate as reported in the 1977 EPA Guide for New Car Buyers. You get 5 more cubic feet of room inside the new Chevrolet. Because room is important, America, and Chevrolet wants to bring you more.
Tiger Stadium as we go to the third, all tied up here, 1-1. Mark Fidrych will be facing the top of the White Sox order, Ralph Garr, Alan Bannister, and Jorge Orta. Thurman Munson has just hit his 12th home run of the year. It came in the third with a man on. And the Yankees are out in front of the Baltimore Orioles now, 4-2. That game at the end of 3 innings of play. Gullett going against Rudy May. They just posted the pitchers at Minnesota. Seattle, Abbott, 4-7, going against the Morse Guards, 6-4. By the way, the White Sox, with a day off yesterday, lost a half a game on the standings as Minnesota defeated Frank Tanana and the California Angels 8-6. So the White Sox 3-game lead at 2.5 at game time. Ralph Garr walked and scored his first time up. The first pitch, a swing and a base hit to left field. The White Sox have had a penchant here tonight for getting their leadoff man on. Garr walked to lead off the first, came around to score. Lamar Johnson singled to lead off the second, but was stranded there. And now Garr leads off the third with a single. And the batter is Alan Bannister, got credit for a sacrifice his last time up, though there was an error on the pitcher. I'll tell you what, this grass is so high here, that ball gets in it, it stays there. There goes Garr. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Here's the throw to second, and he is safe. A stolen base. The hit and run was on, and the throw was way wide. Looked like he might get him with a good throw. And for Ralph Garr, that is his 9th stolen base of the year. Now time is called as Garr straightens out his uniform. Now he gets to second. So a base hit here could give the White Sox the lead. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Right-hander ready. Here's the one-strike pitch to Bannister inside a ball. Fidrych has one shutout this year. That came against the California Angels in Anaheim on the 6th of June when he shut them out on 7 hits, 8-0. Here's the pitch, fastball for a strike, 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Jorge Orta in the on-deck circle. Right-hander out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a looper down the left side. It might drop in. It is a fair ball. Here comes Garr around third. Here's the throw going into second. Bannister's there. He is safe. He never touched him. A double. Or they might give him a single and a throw, and I would believe it would be a double. Didn't seem like Fuentes was looking for him, and Bannister goes to second. It's a 2-1 ball game. Bannister has gotten a lot of doubles like that this year. We wait for the official decision, but at any rate, he's at second with an RBI, and Jorge Orta the batter. Here's a swing and a grounder up the middle. Fuentes to his right. His only plays to first. Throws. He got him. And with the grounded ball to the right side of the infield, it permits Bannister to go to third. Right side of the infield. We're going to give Bannister a double on that until we hear different. So George doing his job, keeping that ball on the right side of the infield. We're going to give Bannister a double on that until we hear different. So if you're keeping score, put it down as a double and an RBI. Bannister's 38th, and Richie Zisk the batter. A runner at third, infield drawn in. There's one out. Here's a swing and a shot into left field. It'll be in there for a base hit. And the White Sox are out in front 3-1 as Zisk drives in his 60th run of the year in the American League. And these fans are getting restless. As we mentioned to you, the last couple innings, Fidrych has not looked that effective. He's not doing any of his antics around the mound, that's for sure. But he has not looked effective at the plate. And it's now a 3-1 ball game. I'll tell you what, one thing we're going to have to worry about tonight is the weather, too. Because that storm that hit Chicago this afternoon is headed this way. Now the fans start chanting for the bird as Jim Crawford, a left-hander, is up in the bullpen. Oscar Gamble, the batter, hit into a controversial double play his last time up. 1 out, 2 runs are in, a runner at first. Here's the pitch to Oscar. Up high a ball. Nothing like a home run in the upper deck to really highlight this inning. Gamble has 2 hits against the Tigers. There's a swing and a fair ball. Hit the line. Goes down into right field. Richie Zisk going to third. Here's Gamble headed for second. The throw. He is safe. He missed him with the tag. A good throw by Oglivie. Almost got him. And it's a double for Gamble. White Sox runners at second and third. And here comes Ralph Garr, the Tiger manager. And listen to the crowd. Nothing but murmur. Murmur, murmur, murmur. And the batter will be Lamar Johnson as Houck talks to his pitcher Fidrych and Bruce Kimm. That ball hit the foul line right on it. White Sox out in front 3-1. Runners at second and third, one out. The Bird got ripped for 6 runs in 1 inning his last time out in Baltimore. You know, the Bird pitched against the White Sox in spring training this year when he gave up 12 runs in 2/3 of an inning. Lamar Johnson, the batter. A base hit could give the Sox a couple of more. Right-hander ready. Infield plane in. Here's the pitch. And it's a strike on the inside corner. A single by Garr, a double by Bannister. After Garr had still second, brought him home. Here's a second, a foul to the second. Lamar is in the hole. Two strikes. A ground out got right-hander ready. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a right to the second baseman with the infield plane in. Right to Fuentes. And there are 2 out. So now it'll take a base hit here as there are 2 down to bring the runner home. And Jim Spencer, the batter, and they're going to walk him. They're going to walk Bannister to face, Spencer to face Soderholm. While they do, let's recap this inning again. If you just joined us, the single by Garr, he stole second. Bannister doubled him home. Orta grounded out with Bannister taking third. Zisk singled him home, making it 3-1. Then Gamble doubled, runners at second and third. Now Lamar Johnson is looped one to the second baseman, and they are intentionally passing Jim Spencer. This is the second walk given up by Fidrych. The first intentional, and the batter is Eric Soderholm, who LeFlore made a great shoestring diving catch for in the last inning. 3-1, the White Sox are out in front. They could do some real damage here. Here's the pitch to Soderholm. Fastball, called strike off the catch Smith. 1 pick in the batter. Right-hander ready. Here's the pitch. Check swing a ball, evens the count 1-1. Listen to the fans now. Chanting, "Go, Bird, go." Bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 2. Jim Essian in the on-deck circle. They give Soderholm a lot of room in right center. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a foul going towards the Tiger dugout on into it. And the count is even up at 2-2. Richie Zisk at third. Oscar Gamble at second. And Jim Spencer at first. 2-2 the count. Right-hander ready. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing a ball. Fans don't like it, but that was head high, and he held up in time, and the count is full. The runners will be off here with 2 out. Right-hander ready. The 3-2 pitch. There's a swing and a fly ball to left field. He uppercutted a pitch around his knees. Kemp is there. He's got it, and that retires the side. Soderholm got a ball around his knees. It looked like he had to go after it, but he uppercutted it, and that retires the side. But in the inning, the White Sox had 2 more. 2 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors, and 3 men left on. So we go to the bottom of the third here at Detroit. It's the White Sox 3, the Tigers 1.
At the beginning of side 2.
Company, Detroit, Michigan.
WMAQ. We're the cash call station. Our current cash call jackpot includes a brand new AMC Pacer, $3,000 in cash, and a $4,000 trip to exciting Hong Kong. Remember, the next cash call we place could be you. So don't say hello when your phone rings. Answer with a phrase that pays and pays.
WMAQ's gonna make me rich.
Brown back in Detroit as we go to the bottom of the third. It'll be the top of the order. LeFlore, Fuentes, and Staub to face Chris Knapp. White Sox out in front, 3-1. Knapp in the windup, and the first pitch to Fuentes is inside a ball. The Phillies lead the Pirates 2-0 at the end of 3. Cubs won today, 7-6 over the Cardinals. Here's the pitch. Ball 2 inside. Very muggy and humid and hot. And the clouds are threatening. Right-hander ready. Here's the 2-0 delivery. Fastball low, ball 3. Knapp has walked 1 and struck out 2 here in the first 2 innings. Right-hander ready. The 3-0 pitch. Takes it for a strike. 3-1 the count to LeFlore. That great speed. You don't want to let him get on to lead off an inning. Right-hander ready. Here's the 3-1 pitch. There's a swing and a fly ball to right field. Richie Zisk coming in. It's going to drop in front of him, a base hit. Looked like Zisk lost the ball for a moment. As it got off the bat, it seemed like it was catchable, but it drops in for a single, and LeFlore is on to lead off an inning for the second straight time tonight. He led off the first inning with a single. He leads the Tigers in stolen bases with 18. They have only 29. He's got 18 of them. And Tito Fuentes, the batter, representing the tying run. Here's the pitch. Inside a ball. Knapp got his pitch. He just looped it. But it fell in for a single. That was the third Tiger hit. The White Sox have 6. Right-hander ready. Here's the pitch. Up high, a ball, 2-0. Knapp falling behind these hitters here. You're asking for trouble when you do. 2 balls and no strikes. Runner at first, nobody out. 3-1, White Sox out in front. Toss over to first, the runner back. Cleveland leading Toronto 2-0 in the bottom of the 5th. Right-hander ready. There goes the runner. He stops the 2-0 pitch, a ball. Now a strike. Springstad really waited until he rang him up, and then he did come up, and the count is 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Some of the fans down below us getting on Springstad on that delayed call. Soderholm at the edge of the grass at third. Knapp lobs one over to first. Outfield playing the left-handed hitter to go to the opposite field. Knapp ready. The 2-1 pitch. At the knees, but below. A ball. 3-1. Second batter in a row now that he has had a 3-1 count on after falling behind 2-0. Knapp trying to win his third in a row. He's knocked off the Twins twice in a row. Right-hander ready, the 3-1 pitch. Ball 4, he walked him. So now the tying runs are on with nobody out. And Rusty Staub, dangerous left-handed hitter, up. And Spencer goes to the mound to talk to Knapp. And we're going to get activity in the White Sox bullpen. It's going to be Don Kirkwood again. A right-hander, and the batter is Staub. Right-hander Chris Knapp ready, and the pitch to Staub. Way outside and low a ball. Knapp struggling here. He really had it together in the second inning, but he has struggled here in the third. Right-hander ready. The 1-0 pitch. Low ball 2. 3 batters in a row now. He's fallen behind 2-0. Boston and Milwaukee, no score at the end of 2. At the end of 1, correction. 2 balls and no strike to LeFlore. LeFlore, or rather to Staub. LeFlore is off at second. Oglivie at first, or Fuentes at first. Here's the pitch. And it's a strike with a fastball. He was taking all the way. Steve Kemp in the on-deck circle. Knapp gets his sign. Now he's ready as he looks back to second. The 2-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a shot into left center field. It's going to go to the wall. 1 run is in. Here comes another man around to third. They're going to wave him in as Gamble can't find the ball. It's all tied up 3-3. We'll wait and see if they give Gamble an air. Freddie Hatfield was waving him on when Gamble went to pick it up. And then he bobbled it. So the White Sox giving Chris Knapp a little room every time they have. Knapp has been unable to hold him down thus far. They trailed 1-0. The Tigers got 1 in the bottom of the first. Sox came back with 2 in the third, and the Tigers have tied it up here. It's still nobody out. And Kemp the batter. That stops 38th and 9th RBIs of the year. Here's the pitch to Kemp, and it's outside a ball. He has not been ahead of 1 hitter tonight. LeFlore singled on a 3-1 pitch. Fuentes walked on a 3-1 pitch, and Staub doubled on a 2-1 count. Essian out to the mound to talk to Knapp. 3-3 were tied up in Detroit. This is a night that the Bird has not been too effective. Kemp doubled home the first Tiger run back in the first inning over Ralph Garr's head. Right-hander is ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul. Straight back at a big home run cut. The left-handed hitters have been bothering Knapp tonight. And 2 of them have gotten doubles going to the opposite field, LeFlore and Kemp. Right-hander looks in, gets his sign. Fans chanting here. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and it's low ball, 2-1. Chris Still to be out in front of a hitter tonight in this inning. Right-hander looks to second. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a grounder to Spencer at first. Boots it. Picks it up. And steps on the bag at first to get Kemp on the play. Staub goes down to third. So there's 1 out and a runner at third. And Jason Thompson, the batter. Thompson has become the darling of these Tiger fans. Youngster just in his second year hitting .280, 16 homers and 56 RBIs. His first time up. Here's the first pitch, and it's inside a ball. A lot of left-handed punch for the Tigers. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Here's a swing and a base hit into left field, and the Tigers take the lead for the first time tonight, 4-3. And here comes Bob Lemon. That may be all. Lemon coming to the mound. These left-handers have taken Knapp to the opposite field. All 4 runs have been driven in by left-handers going the other way, and that's going to be all for Chris Knapp. just did not have it tonight. And you'd think he'd be well rested. After beating Minnesota last Sunday, has not pitched. But it was just one of those nights. He could not get the ball over the plate. And for his efforts, he leaves the ball game trailing 4-3. We'll tell you what Chris did thus far tonight and what Don Kirkwood, the reliever, has done right after this pause for station identification.
This is WMAQ Chicago.
WMAQ.
Knapp pitched a total of 2 2/3 innings tonight. He's allowed 4 runs on 5 hits. He walked 1, and he struck out 2. Make correction, he walked 2 men, and he struck out 2. The only inning that he was effective at all was against the 3 right-handed hitters, the bottom half of the order, Veryzer, Scrivener, and Kim. So now Don Kirkwood comes in. And the first man he will face will be Ben Oglivie. Now you got to worry about that weather against the White Sox, as they trail here 4-3 in the bottom of the 3rd. For Kirkwood, he's making his 4th appearance as a member of the White Sox. In 8 2/3 innings, he's allowed 5 earned runs on 12 hits. He's walked 2 and struck out 6 for a 5.19 earned run average. And this is the first time that he has pitched for the White Sox since a week ago last Sunday in Minneapolis. So his first appearance in 13 days. The White Sox have not had to go to their bullpen this early since that Sunday in Minnesota. So a runner at first, 1 out. 3 runs are in here for the Tigers. Right-hander is ready. Here's the pitch. Came straight overhand in the dirt, but Essian got it. Good job by Essian, keeping that ball from getting away from him and allowing that runner to go down. Oakland at Kansas City tonight. Vida Blue going against Dennis Leonard. Philadelphia leading the Pirates 2-0 in the bottom of the 4th. Right-hander ready out of the stretch. Here's a toss over to first instead, the runner back. Cleveland, or rather California and Texas, they've had a rain delay in that game. Seattle did not score the first at Minnesota. Right-hander ready. Here's the pitch, and it's a fastball outside, ball 2. Larvell Blanks has just clubbed a 3-run homer in the 4th inning, or the 5th inning, his 4th of the year. So Cleveland out in front of Toronto. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right field. Zisk back at the warning track. He's there and he's got it. Here comes the runner going to second. Here's the throw and he is out. Oh boy. Double play. I don't know what Jason Thompson was thinking of, but Richie Zisk has a great arm, and Bannister just held the ball and said, here I am. That goes as a double play. Oglivie out, and Thompson being thrown out 9-6. And that retires the side. In the inning, the Tigers came up with 3 runs on a total of 3 hits. There were no errors and nobody left on. We're at the end of 3 complete innings of play. I'm Lauren Brown. Harry Carey will be along in a minute. It's Detroit 4, the White Sox 3.
You could win as much as $1,000 in White Sox baseball in the WMAQ Big Payoff Inning. It goes through August 11th. 4 big chances to win in every game with a White Sox batter. $50 for a single, $100 for a double, $200 for a triple, $500 for a home run, and $1,000 for a grand slam. $25 for a walk, hit by pitch, or safe on error. To play, put your name and address on an entry blank or postcard and mail it to Big Payoff Inning, Post Office Box 3396, Chicago 60654. Get your entry blanks at White Sox sponsors dealerships. Prizes awarded by mail. Contest void where prohibited by law. You could win as much as $1,000 in the Big Payoff Inning on your radio station, WMAQ.
back at Tiger Stadium. We're going into the top of the fourth, and Detroit, for the first time, has taken the lead. Our big payoff inning will be the next inning, the fifth. Boy, we may get some rain. All of a sudden, the ominous dark rain clouds are apparent here. The big payoff inning next inning. In the fifth. Good luck to you. Here's Jim Essian to lead it off. Essian fly deep to left his first time up. Here's the pitch, and it's a curveball low and away. Boston and Milwaukee, no score at the end of one. Philadelphia still leads Pittsburgh 2-0 at the end of three. There's the strike to Essian. 1 ball, 1 strike to pitch. Swung, and he fouled it back into the upper deck. So Fidrych is ahead of him now. 2 strikes and a ball. Here's the windup to pitch. Inside, ball 2. That evens it up. George Scott just hit his 24th homer of the year. Now the windup, the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball to the third baseman, Scrivener. Fumbles and then throws him out. Essian grounded to Scrivener, who first fumbled the ball, recovered, and threw for the out. Nolan Ryan pitching at Texas against Doc Ellis. One out, here's Ralph Garr, who extended his hitting streak to 12 in a row tonight. Tried to bunt and he missed for a strike. 1 strike and nothing. Garr hitting 282. Detroit leading 4-3. Now the wind, the pitch. Inside a slider, ball 2. Ralph Garr, the hitter. There's the bunt. He's going to beat it out easily. Not even a play. Perfect bunt down the third base line. And Garr is 2 out of 2 tonight. Here's Bannister with a runner at first, 1 away. Cleveland just scored 5 to take a 7-0 lead over Toronto. Here's Bannister. He doubled. A run home in the third. His 38th run batted in. First pitch is low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the signal given from the belt. The pitch, strike at the knee. Snap throw to first, the runner back. A ball and a strike. Bannister looks at Bobby Knapp, the third base coach. Garr lead off first. The stretch. There goes Garr. The pitch swung on. A ground ball to the first baseman. He's trying to protect the runner. One after a bad ball. Had a swing at it. They tried to pitch out. Bannister is out. Thompson unassisted. Here's Orta now with a runner in scoring position. That's the tying run. The ball game in the top of the fourth. Detroit leading 4-3. Now the stretch. Fidrych steps off the rubber. Jorge Orta digging in. Richie Zisk would be next. Now the stretch, the pitch. A little bit high. It's curveball, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. This fella, now the stretch, the pitch. Low, ball 2. Fidrych has drawn $326,000 in the 9 starts he has made since being hurt. Here's the pitch. Strike over the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Sal Bando just hit his 12th home run of the year. Now the pitch, swung easy ground ball to Thompson. He's got it, races to back. Orta's an easy out to retire the side. No runs, one hit, no errors, one left. We go into the bottom half of the fourth. The score, Detroit 4, White Sox 3.
Well, sir, looks like we're in for another good day of baseball. You can't be out here soaking up the sun waiting for a home run or wolfing down a hot dog. We hope you enjoy listening to the game wherever you are. Whether you're tuning in on the White Sox out there on the highway or sitting on the back porch, folks at 7-Eleven are glad to be a part of bringing you the White Sox ball games. We're right here at the beginning of each game and right around the corner from wherever you are whenever you need us. So you run out of chips and dips and soft drinks, you just scoot on down during the old 7th inning stretch and pick up whatever it is you need. In fact, come on down whenever. Most 7-Eleven stores are open 24 hours a day, and we won't keep you waiting. You can get on in and get on back to the game without wasting time. So here's an exciting day of baseball from a little store around the corner. We'll thank heaven for 7-Eleven and the Chicago White Sox.
Harry Carey back at the ballpark. We're going to the bottom of the fourth. Looks like we're going to get some rain. It hasn't started yet. Paul Prusky from Sandwich, Illinois, celebrating his 47th birthday here tonight with his son David. Mark Gary, Chicago and all his life, recently transferred to Detroit. Wishing his dad, Chuck Gary, a happy birthday tonight. Here's a pitch to Veryzer. Strike call. Well, the ground crew is ready to come out charging out on the field with the cover in the event of rain. Now the pitch. Slug on, bouncing ball to Bannister. He charges it. He's got it. He throws for the out. Bannister throws out Veryzer. Good friend John Watson, the Stroh's Brewery, along with Bill Rogers, city sales manager, watching the game here tonight. Happy birthday to Merle, the young lady requests. Here's Chuck Scrivener, curveball in there, a beauty of strike call. Algis Vasanis, here from Chicago. Now the pitch swung on. High, pop fly. Guard chasing it. It's out of play. Boy, the wind is really blowing in now. A Chicago policeman, Tom Murphy, jumped on an airplane, rushed over here to Detroit tonight just to see the White Sox beat the Bird. My good friend Nick Clavis of the one-stop food and liquor store, watching the game. Here's a curveball wide. 2 strikes for the ball on Chuck Scrivener. 1 away, we're in the fourth. 4-3 Detroit. There's the pitch, curve low. Bob Rye and Mike McInerney from Alcifer here, hoping to see the White Sox clip the Birds' wings. Curve outside. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Line drive in the short right center, base hit. Throws, just fumbles the ball, man tries to second and throws. Save. It'll be an error on this. A hit and an error. Doublepot, wanting to be remembered to his grandfather, Harold Isan, 77 years old. A great Sox fan. Here's Bruce Kimm. Scrivener hitting 125, just single right. And when Zisk finished with it, he wound up at second. Low fastball. One ball, no strikes. Big payoff inning next in the fifth. Now the pitch. Here it is. High pop ball back out of play. That evens it up at a ball and a strike. Former Chicago and lifetime Sox fan Rich Madsen and his two youngsters, Ken and Mickey, from Lansing, Illinois, are here. A ball and a strike. Now the pitch, here it is. Low inside. Ball two. 2 balls and a strike. Don Kirkwood in relief. The pitch, swung on, bouncing ball up the middle. Base hit, and a run score. 5-3. The air really hurt. With a runner on first, the way they shortened up for the double play, that would have been an easy double play ball. But with the runner at second, both the shortstop and the second baseman play in their normal position. And this enabled the ball to get by. Scrivener hitting 125 and Bruce Kimm hitting .043 have just accounted for a run. Here now is a good hitter, Ron LeFlore. He's 2 out of 2. There's a pitch, started to swing in there, a strike call. Dave Hamilton warming up in the bullpen. Now the signal given from the belt. Here's the pitch, swung, and he foul tipped strike 2. Boy, it's really cooled off, about 20 degrees. Two strikes to nothing on Ron LeFlore. Kirkwood gets ready. Here's the pitch. Curve into the dirt, a good stop by Essian. I wonder if there's any catcher in baseball better on that bad throw into the dirt than Essian. Here's the pitch. Curve again low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ron LeFlore digging in. Tigers have a 5-3 lead. The bullpen ball gets onto the field and time is called. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ron LeFlore digging in. The pitch. Quick throw, the runner back. Remember, the top of the 5th will be the big payoff inning. Had it. Bruce Kimm, the runner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Quick throw, the runner back. Don Kirkwood in relief. Quick throw again, he's back. Crowd boos. 5-3 in favor of the Tigers. Here's the pitch to LeFlore. Strike. Oh, time had been called. Pitch was right down the middle, but LeFlore had called time. Two balls, 2 strikes.
fact, the pitch was so good, I'm glad he did call time. He probably would have hit that one in the seat. Now the pitch, there goes the runner. Swung and bounced foul. Freddie Hatfield coaching at third base. Dick Trzaski at first base. Two former infielders. Hatfield a second baseman, Trzaski a shortstop. Although he played a lot of second and third also. So did Hatfield. 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Ball 3. Three balls, 2 strikes. The runner will be going on the pitch. Quick throw, he's back. The big payoff inning next inning. Be sure to stay with us. $50 for a single, $100 for a double, $200 for a triple, $500 for a homer. There's a pitch swung on, fly ball, right field. Should be caught. Hey, Zisk misjudged the ball. Made the catch diving for it. Beautiful play by Zisk after he misjudged it. The wind is blowing in. Had it not been ruled a legal catch, he'd had a forced play at second base anyhow. 2 gone. Here's Tito Fuentes. Fuentes hitting .303. 2 men are out. The pitch. Fastball a bit low. Oh, man, that wind is really blowing hard in now. Looks like it's blowing across field towards the left field corner. Hey, they got him picked off first. They throw to second. He's easily tagged out. Kim was picked off first from Kirkwood to Spencer to Bannister. So it's no run, 1 run. 2 hits, 1 error, nobody left. At the end of 4, Detroit 5, White Sox 3.
The following little reminder just might help your car use less gas.
You could be wasting gas. The last time you changed your spark plugs was a good while ago. 'Cause the pressure your spark plugs clear your mileage, you know.
Some folks put off changing their spark plugs till their car starts running badly. Now that's a little like waiting till you get a flat to change your tires. Champion would like you to remember that the fresher your plugs, the better your mileage. Think about that the next time you pull up to a gas pump.
Carry back in Detroit where it's really puffing and puffing. At the end of 4.5, Philadelphia leads Pittsburgh 2-0. The Yankees ahead of Baltimore 4-2 at the end of 4. And now as we go into the 5th inning, it's the big payoff inning. And the first man up will be Richie Zisk. And Chris Butnick of 14702 Bryant Street, Cedar Lake, Indiana, is the entrant for Richie Zisk. There's the pitch that's in there for a strike call. $50 goes for a single, $100 for a double, $200 for a triple, $500 for a homer. There's a pitch, line drive to the shortstop. So Chris Butnick of Cedar Lake, Indiana, will get the consolation prize, 2 tickets for a White Sox game of his choice. The next batter is Oscar Gamble. Bob Schwab of 336 South Brewster, Lombard, Illinois, is the entrant here. go, they're chanting. There's a slider for a strike call. Boy, you give Fidrych a little bit of a lead, and he's a tough cookie. 5-3 in favor of the Tigers, top of the fifth. Now the pitch. Strike two call. The wind blowing very hard. More cross field than anything. 2 strikes to nothing. Now the windup. The pitch. One hopper to the second baseman. Easy out. Over to first. White Sox are hitting the tar out of the ball, but right at him. So, Bob Schwab of Lombard, Illinois, just a consolation prize, 2 tickets for a Sox game of your choice. Now we have a gal as the entrant, Marilyn Sauer, 293 Gulf Road, Des Plaines, Illinois. Her batter is Lamar Johnson. Swings, and he missed. 1 strike and nothing, 5-3 in favor of the Tigers. Now the wind, the pitch. Little tap foul. This may be Fidrich's first perfect inning. He's got Lamar Johnson in the hole, 2 strikes. Now the pitch. Curve blowing away. Boy, Jimmy, I can't make out just where that wind is blowing. It looks like it's coming straight in out of right field. Curve outside. And it looks like it's blowing from right to left off the left field flag. Really caroms off the stands, Harry. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3! Des Plaines will have to settle for 2 tickets for a White Sox game of her choice. 1-2-3, nothing across. We go now into the bottom half of the fifth with a score. Detroit 5 and the White Sox 3. This really happened recently. My wife Dutchie and I ran into Eddie Bragno coming out of his Bragno Wine and Spirit shop located at the corner of Walton and Rush. Harry said, I can't get over it. I've been in this business a long time. I never saw anything catch on so fast as Stroh's. We just can't stay in Stroh's beer long enough. We double our order each time and still run out before they can make another delivery. The people really are going for it. Earlier in the day, I was talking on the phone to Mike, who runs the sports corner directly across the street from Wrigley Field, just on the opposite side of the ballpark from raised bleachers. You know, Harry, he laughed, believe it or not, Stroh's beer is the only thing I've heard both the Cub and the Sox fans agree on. Well, friends, whoever you are and wherever you are, when it comes to dates, Stroh's is the beer for you and me. Stroh's family brewers for more than 200 years.
Your telephone, and your radio. That's all it takes to win in the great QN on WMAQ.
You just won yourself a $350 color TV.
Oh, my goodness.
You just won yourself a $100 bill.
Oh, fantastic.
You are $1,000 richer. You're kidding.
Get ready. There's another QN coming up on WMAQ.
Carey and Jimmy Pearsall. Fuentes flies out to gamble on the first pitch, 1 out. Here's Rusty Staub, who doubled in a run in the third. Staub doubled in 2 of them. That was a big play so far for Detroit. Then he himself scored on a single by Thompson. 1 strike and nothing. Kirkwood's pitch is inside. A ball and a strike. The wind blowing towards left field. It's a changing wind. Now the pitch. Curve a little bit low. 2 balls and a strike. Ball game in the bottom of the fifth, 5-3 in favor of Detroit. Spikes forming up, huh? The pitch swung on, jammed him, a little ground ball. Orta's got it over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down, a left-hander. Bob Sykes warming up for the Tigers. Fidrych was really on the ropes in the first 3 innings. The White Sox have 3 runs. Stranded 5 men. But now the last 2 innings, he's gotten by pretty well. 2 out, here's Kemp. The pitch, strike, a good fastball. Boy, I like the looks of this Kirkwood. He's going to be of a lot of help. Now the pitch, swung on, fly ball, going to drop. Right center, base hit. Here's the runner. Kemp, rounding first, holds up. Kemp singles to right center.
Kirkwood unloaded quick like Fidrych been doing, but he changed up, and it wasn't much of a change-up. He just hung it.
So, with 2 out, Pittsburgh at the end of 5 has taken a 3-2 lead over the Phillies. The wind really blowing in. Here's Jason Thompson. Kirkwood getting ready. Now the stretch, the pitch, here it is. Fastball wide. 1 ball, no strikes. White Sox at home against Kansas City next Monday night. Here's the pitch. Swung and he missed.
Well, somebody got a curveball over for us.
Boy, I tell you, he looks so much better than Knapp out there.
Because he's getting that breaking pitch over.
Chris just had one of those nights where he didn't have anything. 1 ball and a strike. Here's the pitch swung on. Oh, fly ball, center field, gamble there. Makes the catch. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. At the end of 5, Detroit 5, White Sox 3.
Here's Tom T. Hall for Chevy Truck.
Get a feel of those front disc brakes on that rugged mountain road. Look at that double steel wall box holding that heavy load. Look at that massive front suspension. Smooth the road that's rough. Underneath and all around, those Chevy trucks are tough. There are more Chevy trucks around, more than any other kind. And when it comes to driving tough, those Chevy trucks don't mind. Over the hills or under the hood, or in miles of open spaces, Chevy trucks, built up in the right places.
Carey and Jimmy Pearsall. Looks like the rain threat is blown over. Here's Spencer to lead it off in the top of the 6th. The White Sox led 1-0. That didn't take long. The bottom of the 1st tied 1-1. Then the White Sox took 3-1 lead. That took not long either. Detroit came back.
Continuation at the beginning of side 3, cassette number 2.
and Jimmy Pearsall. Looks like the rain threat is blown over. Here's Spencer to lead it off in the top of the sixth. The White Sox led 1-0. That didn't take long. The bottom of the first tied 1-1. Then the White Sox took 3-1 lead. That took not long either. Detroit came back with 3 in the bottom of the inning. Here's Spencer. The first pitch. Low, ball 1. White Sox have hit a number of shots off Fidrych, but right at somebody. Now the wind, the pitch. Here it is. Hefted foul down the first base line. Same two teams tomorrow night will be on the air at the same time.
I can see why if he's sharp, Harry, that fork ball or palm ball he throws really get the hitter off stride.
Now to wind up the pitch, here it is. Down ball, fair, down the line. Spencer may go for 2. He always stops. Plays it safe. And Oglivie fires a strike into second base. Perhaps it's just as well that he stopped. So Spencer drills a ground ball over the bag. That's the White Sox. 8th hit.
Tell Soderholm, Harry, get ready now.
Soderholm doesn't appear as if he's been ready for any single pitch. Fidrych likes to throw quickly, and by time Soderholm gets set, the ball's on him. There's a little broken bat, pop fly, going to be caught. Throws over to first, not in time.
Still wasn't ready. Busted that bat right in his hand.
Soderholm popped out. To Fuentes. Here now is Essian. 5-3 in favor of Detroit. Essian nothing on it, 2. Hit the ball sharply twice. Go, Mark, go, they chant now. The pitch. Inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strike. Now the delivery. Right in there, a beauty, a strike ball. And the ball and a strike. 5-3 Detroit. The pitch. Low, ball 2. Good sinking fastball. That a slider he has added now. A screwball. 22-year-old Mark Fidrych. The pitch. Strike called over the inside corner. Essian thought it was too far inside, complaining about it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Right-hand hitter digging in. The pitch. Inside, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if Spencer will be going. 1 out. Now the stretch. The pitch, there he goes. Swung on line. Left center base hit. May roll deep enough for the run. Here comes Spencer around third. He's going to hold. Into second base slides Essian with a double.
Harry, with any other kind of a runner but Spencer, with LeFlore having trouble running, it seems like his leg is bothering. When he picked the ball up, he threw it high into second. But Bobby Knapp could not take a chance of sending Spencer because he hadn't reached the bag yet.
So now here's Garr. He walked and singled and beat out a bunt. He has scored 2 runs. Comes up now with runners at second and third. Now the stretch. The pitch. Popped up on the first pitch on the infield. Shortstop Veryzer makes the catch. Oh, boy. Just with men on base, he just refuses to wait.
Fidrych is really talking to himself now. He thanked the shortstop. He thanked the ball. he really feels he's got a break right there.
Here's Bannister now. The tying runs are in scoring position. Curve a little bit low outside, and Fidrych didn't like that one.
I don't blame him.
Right-hand hitter waiting. The pitch. Fouled it off to the left. 100 years of 3 generations of Sox fans. Leo Patera, Tom Dombrowski, Donnie Jordan, all here. A ball and a strike on Bannister. Right in there, a fastball. Bob and Nancy Dowling and family from Marion, Indiana are here. And now Bannister's in the hole, 2 strikes on the ball. The pitch. Smash! A diving stop. A run scores. Safe at third. Everybody is safe. A great stop by Scrivener. A run is in to make it 5-4. The only play Scrivener had was to try to tag Essian coming from second and third. Essian went into a head-first slide and avoided the tag. Had his fingertips on the bag before the tag was made. Boccaccio. Ralph out now, protesting to the third base umpire. Boccaccio. Big foul, Taccio. There's Black Fidrych walking all over the mound, pointing the finger at the umpire. Bruce Kimm out there trying to settle him down. Orta comes up.
He's not saying anything about the play we had taken away from us in the first inning when Gamble beat the throw about 1.5 feet on a double play that would have scored another run for us.
Here's Orta, who has looked bad against.
They give Bannister a hit?
Yeah, have to give him a hit. Yeah, hit and a run batted in. Hey, fastball outside. Boy, that was a great diving stop by Scrivener to third baseman. It saved another run from scoring.
He couldn't get his balance. That's why I don't think he tagged him.
Fouled out of play down the third base line. The count evens a ball and a strike. Minnesota leading Seattle 2-1 at the end of 2.
Orta really trying to go the other way because the left fielder is over in left center field, extreme left center. So he took a shot. Good try.
A ball and a strike. Time is called. There goes Fidrych for that quick motion, a la Jim Cott. And he catches the hitters unprepared up there.
So Orta faked his eye full.
A ball and a strike. The pitch. Outside, ball 2. This will be up next. 2 balls and a strike. Runners at first and third. Now the stretch. The pitch, here it is. Strike on the outside corner. Curveball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now the stretch, the pitch. There's a smash, base hit. The game is tied. Bannister's on his way to third. Orta came through with a single to center. That ties it up 5-5. Here comes manager Ralph out. And that may be all for the Birdman. Orta's second RBI of the night. It's all tied up. Zisk will be the hitter. There's a left-hander in the bullpen. Now let's see whether they're going to change.
Crawford.
Crawford now warming up in the bullpen. Yep, they are going to change. your team still having a chance. Jim Crawford, a left-hander. He's won 2, he's lost 2. He's been pitching real well of late. And he takes his warm-up tosses while we're having trouble holding our papers down. There they go. Nice going.
You know, this little cracker box we're in, Harry, if you try to move out of here, you can't get out.
Hey, that's why we want the door closed, so the wind, hold the wind back. I want it closed. Holy cow, is it huffing and puffing. Score tied in the 6th, and here's Richie Zisk against the left-hander, Jim Crawford. That's unusual to bring a left-hander into pitch to Zisk.
I'd say it's kind of suicidal.
The wind, though, is blowing in. Well, I'd like to see Richie go the other way. Look how they give him all of the between first and second. Here's the pitch. He's foul back. He was going for the bundle on that one. 1 strike and nothing. Game tied. The pitch. Fastball outside. Crawford has a fastball, moves away from the right-hand hitter. A ball and a strike. The pitch. Lined into left center. This comes through. Here goes Orta around second. On his way to third. And the throw goes into second base. Drives in his second run of the night. The White Sox have taken the lead 6-5.
How you could bring in a left-hander to pitch the Zisk? I'd have left Fidrych in to get one more out and then have him pitch the Gamble. Because he's had pretty good luck. He's jammed him.
All right, here's Gamble up there now. That run also is charged to Fidrych, who allowed 6 runs while he was in there. Runners at first and third. Pitch down to Gamble. Curved low outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, the wind blowing in. Be hard to hit a home, I would imagine. Now the stretch, the pitch, swung and he missed.
One thing about Gamble, when that left-hander comes in, he'd like to go home. He has his troubles with left-hander or anything breaking.
1 ball, 1 strike. The delivery now. Strike, a good fastball.
This kid is sneaky.
Jim Crawford used to be with Houston. From Chicago, here's the pitch. A little tap. Got a chance to beat it out. Veryzer makes a good play. A little roller. Veryzer throws out Gamble. But the White Sox have taken the lead with 3 here in the 6th. 3 runs, 5 hits. No errors, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The White Sox 6, Detroit 5.
The grass may be greener on the other side of the fence, but listen, if it's taller on your side, you might need a new Lawn Chief lawnmower from True Value Hardware stores, like the Lawn Chief 20-inch rotary power mower, just $109.99. It features a 3.5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton engine with easy lift starter and fingertip height adjusters. True Value Hardware stores also offer a Lawn Chief rear bagging rotary mower. It mows close to trees, through fence gates, and in tight spots. Plus, this time-saving mower cuts a 21-inch path and comes with its own rear grass catcher. If the grass seems taller on your side of the fence, it's time that you invest in a new Lawn Chief power mower. See the complete selection, starting as low as $74.99 right now, exclusively at participating True Value Hardware stores.
True Value Hardware, it's more than just a name. It's a way of doing business that beats True Value.
Carry back at Tiger Stadium. We're going now into the bottom of the 6th. Don Kirkwood with a chance to pick up a victory now if he can hold them. Here's Ben Oglivie to lead it off. Hitting .250. Now the wind up the pitch. Sinking fastball, a little bit low outside, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's a pitch foul back. That evens up the count. A ball and a strike. Ball, we're using every paperweight we can conceive of. Really blowing it here. Blowing straight in from right field. Now the wind, the pitch. Strike over the outside corner of Beauty. 2 strikes and the ball. Tom Veryzer will be next. Now the pitch. Whoa, what happened to that one? Just missed the inside corner. Kirkwood came overhand at that time. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The wind, the pitch. Curveball broke low, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Yankees leading at Baltimore 6-2 at the end of 6. Now the wind. Here's the pitch to Oglivie. Swung and he foul tipped it. 3 balls, 2 strikes. I want to walk this guy. Here's the pitch. Foul back again. He's fouling off the good ones and taking the bad one. Boy, it's starting to rain here. Now, mark you, those 3 runs for the White Sox don't count if this inning isn't finished. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hurry up, get him out. The pitch. Foul back this way, out of play. Boy, Oglivie is giving him a battle up there. And vice versa.
I thought that ball was right in here.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
I want a mask.
The tying run at the plate. Bottom of the 6th. Now the sign. The pitch. Strong, and he struck him. Oh, he foul tipped it. Barely kicked it foul. It's coming down, and coming down hard. I hope they go ahead and finish this inning. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no pitch. Smash, right to Spencer. He's got it. Don't throw it around. The bag. 1 away.
Don't throw it around.
Come on, get it to the pitcher.
Don't throw it around. Look at it coming. They're going to have to bring out now. That's it.
Here it comes down now in buckets full. And the game's going to be delayed. With 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. The Tigers bottom. Jim Rice just hit a homer for Boston, his 21st of the year, with a man on in the 9th. Cincinnati just got 6 to lead Houston 8-5 in the 7th.
Hey, why don't they go out and drain the outfield? You know, they never think of us poor outfielders for years. Look at those poor guys having to use their brand new shoes. And I used to use mutters. But you're better off wearing brand new shoes because you need the long cleats so you won't fall.
Philadelphia had, trying to extend its winning streak, the Phillies had a 7-3 lead going into the bottom of the 8th at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh scored 4 to tie it up. And the Pirates are now batting in the bottom of the 9th. Rich Gossage in there in relief. But the score tied 7-7. You know, Stroh's uses something no other brewery uses, real fire. Every drop of Stroh's beer is brewed over an honest-to-goodness fire. I was out at the Stroh Brewery myself today, looking at all those copper kettles they use. A real beer lover will tell you that fire brewing does something good to a beer's taste. You can spot a fire-brewed beer because it goes down real good. And the taste, isn't that what it's all about? The only thing that's really important. From one beer lover, me, to another beer lover, you, drink Stroh's. Stroh's, family brewers for more than 200 years.
Harry, Pittsburgh just came up with a run in the bottom of the 9th to beat Philadelphia 8-7. Gossage the winner 7-5. 25,200 at Pittsburgh.
So the Phillies lose a full game to the Chicago Cubs. They're now 4 back.
The weather has been so hot here the last 4 days. They've had it around 199, so this field took a lot of rain.
All right, here is Tom Veryzer hitting 184. He's nothing out of 2. Don Kirkwood with a chance to pick up a ball game for himself. The pitch. Swung on, fly ball, right field deep. This going way back. He's there. Oh, it falls behind him. What did he do?
He surrounded that ball, Harry. He started in thinking it was just a normal fly ball, and it just went over his head. He didn't get back at all. It finally wound up his back to the plate, and the ball hitting the bottom of the fence. It was a real high fly ball.
Oh, it didn't even hit the bottom of the fence, Jimmy. It hit on that warning track and then rolled to the fence, and Zisk really misplayed that ball completely. It's a double instead of an easy out. Here's Scrivener now, the tying run at second.
Oh, we got action in the bullpen down there.
Here's Don Kirkwood getting ready. Scrivener's 1 out of 2. He singled, went to second when Zisk fumbled it, and scored an unearned run when Bruce Kimm singled for that fourth inning run. 1 ball, no strike. 1 out. Now the pitch, here it is. Curve outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strike. 6-5 in favor of the White Sox.
Scrivener hitting 125, though. He can hit the ball in the ballpark. Watching him in batting practice, he's got excellent power, but you can't get behind him.
Now ready? From the belt, the pitch. Here it is. Ball 3 is low. Into the dirt. Good stop by Essian. 3 balls, no strikes. Kim due to be next, but Milt May, a left-handed batter, is going to pinch hit for Kim. Scrivener, no homers, 1 run batted in. Now the stretch for 3-0 pitch. Here it is, right down the middle of the knees, a strike call. In the 7th, Seattle 13, Minnesota 7. 3 balls and a strike. Now the stretch. The delivery, here it is. Line drive into center field, coming on is Gamble. Makes the catch nicely. Scrivener lines to Gamble, 2 away.
It's treacherous out there, Harry. He's having trouble getting his footing, though. You see the water jump up as he runs, but he did make sure of his steps. He made a fine catch. That could have been a tough play. He slipped it all.
He had to get a good jump on the ball. Here's May, Milt May with 6 homers, 19 runs batted in. May hitting .252. A dangerous left-hand hitter, especially in this ballpark. Two out, tying run at second. Tough break for Kirkwood because Veryzer's fly ball was just a fly ball. Here's a strike call, the good slider. 1 strike to nothing. 2 men are out. All game in the 6th. Get this other out. Because if we have another downpour, this will be called. Now the stretch. Pitch to May. Here it is. Curve low. Nice stop by Essian again.
God, we just can't consistently get a breaking ball for a guy to get in the jam. Now he's got to throw a fastball.
A ball and a strike. Tying run at second base. 2 men are out. Now the signal. Ready at the belt. Here's the pitch. Low tap. Going to be a tough play. Orta throws. In time. I'm glad it was May running. Beautiful play by Orta. Went forward to his right. The ball was not hit hard. He had to field it on the short hop. Don Kirkwood, the pitcher, waiting for him to pat him on the back. Beautiful play ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 left. At the end of the 6th. White Sox 6. The Tigers 5.
He's got something for everyone, and we've got something for you. We've got everything under the sun, and we got something for you.
See your Zenith dealer and take a look at the picture you get on a Zenith Chroma Color 2 with EVG. That's electronic video guard tuning. Now, EVG helps keep the Zenith picture sharp and clear for years to come, not just when the TV set's brand new. With EVG, you get direct positive signal reception every time you select a channel. Zenith electronic video guard tuning is featured on selected models in every Zenith screen size category. See your Zenith dealer, ask him for a demonstration of EVG, electronic video guard tuning.
We've got something for everyone, and we've got something for you. Come on by and join the fun, and we've got something for you.
Hi, everybody. Jimmy Pearsall along with Lauren Brown. Jim Crawford now on the mound for the Tigers. He relieved Fidrych. Fidrych went 5 2/3 innings, gave up 5 runs, 11 hits, and about 10 line shots that were caught off him. He just didn't have it tonight. He walked 1 and struck out 1. The White Sox scored 1 in the first, 2 in the third, and 3 big ones in the sixth, and we were afraid we might lose that if the rain delay and the game was called off. But now, we are right out in front here. Seems like not many of the crowd has gone home. There's still about 30,000 people still here.
Trying to see if my father or
They put on
mother
an act. Most of the fans diving on the tarp. They were diving into the water. The security guards, most of them out of shape, diving after them. It was really a fun thing to see. Unbelievable. Kids coming from everywhere, adults running on the field.
I tell you, Jimmy,
People here in Chicago are as goony as they come in the world. They have not...
Detroit. This is Detroit.
Detroit. Excuse me, Chicago. Oh, boy. I got to get that straight away. As long as I played here, they tore down the center field fence once. They threw a seat at Minnie Minoso. Today they were throwing out the chairs.
That's when I got a little concerned.
It just was really unbelievable how these people were trying to entertain themselves. If Nancy was here playing the organ, she could have helped out to relieve their tension, I guess. Lamar Johnson's the hitter now. We're in the top of the 7th inning. White Sox leading 6-5. Crawford delivered the fastball, swung on it. It was a real bad pitch that Johnson chased and fouled it back. And it's starting to rain again right now. And I don't think they can get that tarp back on. There was so much heavy water on it. The 1-strike pitch. Swung on line down the left field line, and that ball ferrets in for extra bases. It's off the fence. Kemp can't get it now. It hits the water and stops. Johnson in the second with an easy double. Atta boy, Lamar. Give me something to feel good about here. Lamar singled his first time up, and then lined the second and struck out, so now he's 2 for 4. Jim Spencer, the hitter. Spencer flied to center, walked, singled, and scored a run. Nobody out here now. Outfield around towards right. Kemp really giving Jim Spencer the line. He's over in left center by the 365 sign. Down the right field line is 325 feet. 440 to dead center. Big hole in left center, too. LeFlore is really over in right center. Jim reaches for a curveball and pulls it foul. Seattle leads Minnesota 13-7 in the 8th inning. Let's go, Romo. Romo, the best relief pitcher for Seattle. He is really tough. And now Spencer looks down at Knapp for a sign. Probably wanting Jim to hit that ball on second base or get a base hit to right. Better still, hit a home run. Crawford, the left-hander now, looks back at second, delivers. Breaking ball bad, and Jim wanted to swing at it, but changed his mind and held it back. There's a right-hander warming up down in the bullpen.
Steve Grilly.
1 ball and 1 strike on Jim Spencer now.
How did you know that so quick? I used to see him warm up in the minors. Brooklyn boy.
Veryzer over by the bag and holding Johnson on. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on, lined in right center field. That ball will be in for a base hit. Lamar will score easily. He's watching his footing, too, because it's hard. Look at him, he's tiptoeing it. I can't believe it.
I've never seen him so dainty in my life.
He was tiptoeing 220 pounds around third base so he wouldn't fall. So Spencer gets an RBI. That's his second hitter tonight. Seven to 5 now. Soderholm steps in. Eric had a lot of trouble being ready for Fidrych. First pitch to him. Fastball hits the outside corner, strike 1.
He's got to be tough on right-handers, Jim.
I believe, though, that if you're ready with Fidrych tonight, his ball was moving inside and with not too much on it. Pitches a breaking ball, and way out in front is Soderholm as he tried to hit that ball with one hand. And the count goes to 2 strikes and no balls. Eric is fighting a slump. Hitting .291 with 7 home runs and 27 RBIs as he swings at a fastball and fouls it off to the right side. He just can't get that top hand on the ball right now. He's got that closed stance. He's right on top of the plate. But he's letting the ball get in on him. 2 strikes and no balls. Crawford delivers the breaking ball low inside. Milt May is behind the plate now. He replaced Kim and then hit a high hopper. Then Orta made a fine play in the inning. May was running down first base with a piano on his back. There's another ball inside, a slider. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 run in here now, nobody out. Spencer on at first. Outfield jam in the middle a little bit right now. Way off the line is Oglivie in right. There's a pitch line to the left field. In comes Kemp. He can't get it. Takes one big hop, and it gets way in front of him. Now he has to pick it up, and it's really wet out there. Poor outfielders. I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, when an outfielder's got to play in this kind of weather, it's a shame. It is really wet. Not that I was an outfielder. That's base hit now. Number 15. White Sox have 7 runs on 15 hits. Nobody out. Essian the hitter now. Runners on first and second. Jim's going to bunt. He pops it up in the air. Milbay's got it. And Essian made a real lousy attempt to bunt that ball. He stood with his body frozen and his back foot and not turned around. And anytime a pitcher gives you a high fastball, he just eats you up. But Garr's coming to the plate now, and he is really hot. 1 out as Essian pops that bunt up right in front of the plate. Top of the 7th inning. White Sox now leading 7-5. Kansas City leading Oakland in the 5th, 6-1. Spencer down at second. Way off the bag at third is Scrivener. There's a pitch swung on and fouled off behind the plate. Garr has got 2 hits tonight. He beat out a bunt and single to left. He scored 1 run. There's the pitch swung on. Hit him on the 5th, and that hit the infield slowed that ball up. His only play for Wendy's is the first base. The infield here at Tiger Stadium is really heavy. And there was an article, as Lauren was saying before, in the Sporting News that Staub was really complaining about it because it's hard if you're on the top hitter, you can't drive it through the infield. Both runners moved up. Spencer now at third. Soderholm down at second. And Bannister, who is really hot, he should have 3 hits tonight. That first hit they took away from on that bunt was a beauty, but they gave the pitcher an error.
I think they were thinking they were helping Fidrych on an earned run, but it was an earned run nevertheless.
First pitch to him, high and outside. It looked like he was going to bunt. He's got 39 RBIs with 2 RBIs tonight. Boy, that's a lot of RBIs for a first and second hitting.
He's second in the American League to Rod Carew in hits, Jimmy.
There's a low fastball. The count runs at 2-0. Infield playing deep now.
If he gets a hit here, it'll be his 100th of the season.
I'm all for that. Hit it right down that right field line. 2 balls and no strikes. Crawford delivers. High out. Oh, my. Oh, my. I don't blame you, Alan. In a hurry, Mr. Umpire. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs. As Bannister took a high fastball outside, but Mr. Umpire said strike 1. We're right on top of the plate. Fastball. That could have been a strike, but he called it a ball. 3 balls and 1 strike now. We were robbed of a run in the first inning when Barnett blew a play on a double play that Gamble was over the bag. Boy, the whole dugout went at him. There's the pitch high. Ball 4.
And conversely, Jimmy, we got 3 runs in that 6th inning when the third base umpire missed the call when Essian was tagged out by Scrivener. So things have evened out for the White Sox. In fact, even more beneficial than harmful tonight.
Bases are loaded now. Jorge Orta, the hitter. Orta has driven in 2 runs. He's got 45 RBIs. This is a breaking ball that May had to dig out of the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes on Jorge Orta, hitting .274. 9 home runs and 45 RBIs. Bases loaded. Crawford kicks and delivers. Fastball hits the outside corner knee high for a strike. Texas leads California 6-0 in the 3rd. Boston now leads Milwaukee 4-2 in the 8th. One run in here now. White Sox leading 7-5. As the pitch swung on, fly ball, right field, back goes Oglivie. Way back, way back, way back. He can't get it. It's off the wall. Everybody's going to score. Bannister now scoring. Spencer in, Soderholm. Here comes Bannister. We got it off as Oglivie got to the wall, but didn't go near the wall. He might have caught that ball as the fans are booing right now. Ralph Garr going out. Boy, those 3 big runs. Come on, Rain, now. We can care less if we can score. Boy, that gives him 48 RBIs and 5 on the night. Everybody scored as Ralph Garr comes out. Crawford is having trouble getting those left-handers out. Jim Spencer got a big base hit off him. And now, with the bases loaded and 2 outs, Orta really ripped one off the right center field wall, 370 feet away.
Steve Grilly coming into the ballgame, Jimmy. He does not have a decision this year. This is his 12th appearance. He's pitched 17 in the 3rd innings. He's allowed 10 earned runs on 16 hits. He's walked 10 and he has struck out 12. He's won none, lost none, no saves to his credit, and an earned run average of 5.19. Crawford, really affected apparently by that rain delay, comes into the ballgame. He allowed the White Sox all 4 of these runs in this inning. On 4 hits in this inning, 5 hits total. 4 runs, 5 hits. He walked 1 man. He didn't strike anybody out, and he's pitched a total of 1 complete inning.
Grilly stands 6 feet 2. He's 170 pounds. He's kind of a lanky guy. Last year with Detroit, he was 3-1 with an ERA of 4.64. Pitched in 36 ball games, 66 innings. So he got a lot of work last year. They've been having pretty good luck with their pitching. Lauren was mentioning it a little while ago, and it's been their hitting. And now they've got problems with Rodriguez with a broken rib, will be out indefinitely. Mankowski didn't play tonight because he was sick before the ball game, had an upset stomach. The only reserve infielder is an outfielder by the name of Stanley, who can play pretty near anywhere. He's a very valuable man to this ball club. Well, 4 big runs in here right now. We got 3 in the 6th and 4 in the 7th, 2 in the 3rd and 1 in the 1st.
And this is what 8-game winning streaks are made of. The breaks that the rain held off enough for the White Sox to get out of that bottom of the 6th, Jimmy. Now, as you mentioned a moment ago, the rains have come again. In fact, it's getting stronger. But the White Sox still have that 6th inning. Whether they lose these 4 in the 7th or not, we don't know. But at any rate, they're out in front now with Zisk coming up.
10-5 as Richie Zisk comes up. Zisk fly to right. Single and drove in a run in the 3rd, then single and drove in another run in the 6th. He's got 61 RBIs now with 19 home runs, hitting about 300. Grilly delivers the breaking ball high. Boy, right at the letter. I like to see him hit that pitch. That pitch will go a long way. The flag now blowing towards left. Really wet out here now. Grilly into a stretch. Delivers the sidearm breaking ball outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning. White Sox are leading 10-5. Cleveland won 11-5 in Toronto tonight. New York beat Baltimore 7-5. Grilly looks back at second. Orta with a lead. Breaking ball low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Chicago defeated St. Louis today 7-6. Pittsburgh with a run in the 9th. Gossage got the win. Defeated Philadelphia 8-7. 2 balls and a strike. Pitch way inside as this jumped away. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Today's the first day the Cubs have gained any ground in almost 2 weeks.
And I'd like to gain a little ground here ourselves. The 3-1 pitch. Low, ball 4, and he walked him. I don't think he wanted any part of him with first base open. But Gamble coming up loves those right-handers. Oscar Gamble hit it on a double play his first time up. Doubled in the 3rd. Grounded the 2nd. And then grounded the short. He's 1 for 4, hitting .253, 16 home runs, and 37 RBIs. The reliever Grilly now delivers. Fastball hits the corner knee high. Tough pitch, too. That's a real good pitch. Looked like it was a sinker. Outfield around towards right, way off the line is Kemp LF. He is really off the line. He's playing almost in center field. Pitch is a high fastball for a strike. Letter high. Letter high. Strike. Letter high. And Gamble measuring him a little bit. Probably hasn't seen him before. On deck, Lamar Johnson. Down at second is Orta with a double. This down at first. Pitches high, gets away from the catcher. Orta will move up as it goes back to the screen here. And it's a little wet, Mr. Umpire. Throw that ball out. A wild pitch as both runners move up. Orta to third. This down to second, and a base hit right here will really put us out in front. Come on, Oscar. Guard that plate. Be tough with 2 strikes. He's on top of that plate. Crouch is real good. Really now is going to his full windup. Center fielder LeFlore has his arms folded. Now he's ready. Here's the pitch. The breaking ball swung on it. He's a little bit out in front of it. Fouled it behind the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Oscar Gamble. Top of the 7th inning. White Sox leading 10-5 with 4 runs in here. Johnson double. Spencer single. Soderholm single. Trying to bunt. Essian popped it up. Garr made it out. A walk to Bannister and a double driving in all three runs. Orta, he unloaded the bases for us. Off the right center field fence. Really taking a lot of time now. Shakes off one side. He kicks and delivers. Boy, there's a pitch jammed him. Pop fly. The Rides are going out on the grass, and he's got it for out number 3, but not before we get 4 big runs. And the score, at the end of 6.5 innings of play, the White Sox 10, Detroit Tigers 5.
When Bernhard Stroh left Germany for America many years ago, he didn't leave empty-handed. He took with him a great family brewing tradition begun by his grandfather in 1775. Mach's good, his father told him. Make it good. Bernhard Stroh did. He brewed his beer with loving care to make sure it was worthy of the Stroh name. Today, Bernhard Stroh's great-grandsons do the same. The Stroh Brewery Company, Detroit, Michigan.
WMAQ. We're your radio station, and that means we're always looking for new things to do for you. That's the reason we ask you to call us at 591-4000 and tell us what you want. That's also the reason we bring you the big singers live in concert. It's also why we give away big money and prizes, including color TVs, cars, and stereos. We share the money with you. And, of course, we play the music you ask for. And we've got more new things on the way. We're here for you. Your radio station.
The game continues at the beginning of side 4.
MHU.
Jimmy Pearsall along with Lauren Brown as we go into the bottom of the 7th inning with the White Sox leading 10-5. The ground crew now is throwing dirt all over the mound as the umpires look on. They got a wheelbarrow full of it. He also throw around the plate now, too. Kirkwood relieved Knapp. Knapp went 2 1/3 innings, gave up 4 runs, 5 hits, 2 walks, and struck out 2. One thing about Chris Knapp, when he's bad, he's bad. I think about 3 or 4 times prior, he's been knocked out in the 2nd or 3rd inning. But yet he pitches so many real good ball games, and that's why his record is 7-4. But we've always been able to help him out, or somebody comes back and drives in some runs we got behind. This ball club is explosive.
How about Dave Nightingale termed Knapp properly when he took from that nursery rhyme about the little girl, when she was good, and when she was bad, she was dreadful. And I think he applied that to Chris.
Chris tonight did not have his fastball and also couldn't get a breaking ball over. And then when he had to come in, they just racked him. They hit him real hard. And Fidrych was hit harder than I've ever seen any pitcher that we faced all year. We got something like 11 hits off him, besides the fact that we hit line drive after line drive for outs. Don Kirkwood on the mound. Kirkwood has given up 1 run and 4 hits since he's come in. He's got a good fastball.
He's a Michigan boy. Knapp was a Michigan boy, and Essian behind the plate from Detroit.
Well, I'm certainly happy about that, Lawrence.
So these Michigan kids want to do well here, especially against somebody as popular as Fidrych back in their home state.
Well, and I'm wondering about Chet Lemon. How bad is Chet? I haven't had a chance to
Chet
talk to
is
anybody.
fine as far as Chet is concerned, but as we mentioned earlier, as far as Bob Lemon's concerned, he's not going to get him out there playing to aggravate it again. He doesn't want to play him till he's 100%. The way Oscar's been playing has been very adequate indeed, especially at the plate. And he said, I'm just not going to take any chances on this kid having a strain. So, and having it strain it again. So I think, knowing Bob Lemon, he just might have a mind to keep him out of the lineup to the All-Star break and really give him a good rest.
Well, especially in this ballpark when the left-handed hitter has the advantage with that 325 down the right field line. And then that lower fence, that fence is only about 10 feet high.
Hang on to your seats at Minnesota. Childs has just hit a 2-run homer. It's 13-9 in the 9th, and Romo has come on to pitch.
Ron LeFlore, the hitter, pitches right down the middle for a strike. LeFlore singled in the 1st, singled again in the 3rd, and struck out in the 4th. The 1-strike pitch. There's a line single in the center field for a base hit. And LeFleur, a much different hitter than when we saw him last, is just trying to hit the ball somewhere and stop trying to hit for power. That's 3 hits for him tonight. His average was 278 going into the ball game with 8 home runs and 29 RBIs. Tito Fuentes, the hitter, to get out on the fielder's choice, walked and scored a run in the 3rd, and flied to center field in the 5th, hitting .303, having a whale of a year for them. 2 home runs and 23 RBIs. He's a switch hitter hitting left-handed. Nobody out. Kirkwood at the belt. Pitch low, ball 1. Soderholm really playing in on the grass. He's as close as you want to get. Fuentes does not run as good as he used to. Garr straight away and not too deep. Over in left center is Gamble. The pitch swung on, popped off the left side. That ball will be out of play. And Soderholm gives it a chase. Wonder how this weather affects Soderholm's leg, but he's been running real well. He's chased a couple of foul balls, but this dampness, I imagine, has got to give him a little trouble. Tito Fuentes played with the Giants, the San Diego Padres, and now here with the Tigers. 1 ball and 1 strike on him. At the belt is Kirkwood. Looks over at first. Takes his time and delivers. Breaking ball right down the middle. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Fuentes is not only a hot dog, but he is really something. He flips the bat when he does this, and he made a couple of plays in the infield that sometime are going to hurt you during the year. 1 ball and 2 strikes on him now. Good lead by LeFleur. Swung on a fastball, boy, and really had a good rip at it. Falling back.
We've been told by some of the Tiger people that he has hot dogged a few games into the loss column already.
Yeah. Catalinas, their head scout, was telling me that he'd like to see him just change a few things and just hit. Because he is a good ball player. He knows how to play. You know, showboating is fine, but boy, when you start doing it in the field, it'll hurt you. Ron LeFleur on with a single. 1 ball and 2 strike pitch. He struck him out. That ball gets by the catcher on a breaking ball way inside. But he can't go. Fuentes is out. out. The runner can go to second, but Fuentes is out because first base was occupied. That's a strikeout for Kirkwood.
And a pass ball.
Really a tough pitch, too, for Essian. It was way inside, and he just couldn't get to it. Especially when they... That's a wild pitch. That's a wild pitch. Rusty Staub, the hitter.
The pass ball was my definition.
A double. He had a double and drove in 2 runs in the third. He's 1 for 3. So, Ron LeFlore down at second. Bottom of the 7th inning. White Sox leading 10-5. Looking back at second is Kirkwood. Boy, that was a good fastball alive, but just missed on the outside corner. And Garr playing rather shallow on this guy. He's got good power everywhere. He's not having a good year, but he has 10 home runs and 37 RBIs. He's hitting .229, but you cannot play him shallow. He had a line shot in the alley just a little while ago, and nobody was near it. So I got to play him a little deeper. Pitch is swung on a ground ball to Spencer. He's got it. He'll take it by himself as he waves Kirkwood away. Lauren, I've never been in a ballpark where you can announce and see a ball game any better than where we are right now.
Yeah, this is the best in the American League, no doubt about it. I think Cleveland's right behind it. As far as advantage points.
The only complaint I would have here, I feel like I'm in I think it's about 6 feet 4 above us, or not even that high. Steve Kemp will step in. 2 out. Kemp doubled in a run in the first, singled in the 5th. He's 2 for 3. Got 47 RBIs, 10 home runs, and .257 average. He's a kind of a good fastball hitter. He likes that fastball. He'll spread out on you, and then he'll bring his right foot back and look for that fastball. Down at third base now is LeFlore. He has stolen 58 bases last year, and this year so far has stole 18. But I don't think he'll be stealing here right now with 5 runs behind. Outfield around towards right. High fastball and a good pitch. Kemp, a left-handed hitter. Bannister over by the bag. Way off the bag at third is Soderholm. The 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball way inside. And we continue to have trouble getting breaking balls over.
They had 31,000 at Milwaukee tonight, but they were disappointed. Boston 7 and Milwaukee 3. Cleveland over Slayton.
The 2-0 pitch to Kemp. Swung on. Long fly ball to right left field. Back goes Garr. Back goes Garr. He's up against the fence. It's out of here. Boy, there you have it. When you can't get that breaking ball over, you've got to come in with the fastball. Both pitchers tonight have been very poor getting that breaking ball over. And in this ballpark, the way the ball carries, they'll wear you out. 2 runs in, and that makes the score now 10-7.
Jimmy, this kid has been hurting us all year. He and the kid that's coming up now, Thompson, Kemp thus far this year has 2 homers and 8 RBIs against the White Sox, and we're going to get some activity in the bullpen.
Well, you got Dave Hamilton warming up. Looks like Bart Johnson may be warming up, too.
You got it.
There's a ground ball out towards second base. That ought to be easy for Orta. He flipped him out. 4-3. But they get 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors and nobody left. And the score after 7 innings of play, the White Sox 10, the Detroit Tigers 7.
Say, did you hear what happened to Charlie Hamilton in Rockford? $10,000. That's what happened. He bought himself one of those Illinois State Lottery instant bingo tickets, made $10,000 just like that. Same thing happened to John Adamczyk in Chicago. Isn't that wonderful? Why, people are winning all over the state. Rose Noster from Creek won $500. So did Walt Konechny in Harwood Heights, Ed Urban in Wooddale, and Pat Peretti in Chicago. That's nothing to sneeze at, you know, $500. Why, in just 4 weeks, almost 2 million people have won anywhere from a free ticket to $10,000. And I hear there's still more than 6 million winning tickets left. You can play instant lottery bingo anytime, you know, wherever they sell lottery tickets. So don't miss out on all the fun. You could even win a chance at the $1 million drawing. Oh, my heavens, I almost forgot. You heard about Bosso Bridge in Burbank, didn't you? Well, he won $10,000, too. I tell you, this instant bingo's the talk of the town, and you can take my word for it.
Lauren Brown back with Jimmy Pearsall as we go to the 8th inning. The White Sox out in front here by a score of 10-7. That 2-run homer by Kemp in the last inning was only the second home run hit off the White Sox pitching this month, and only the second since the 26th of June.
Kind of unusual to see 17 runs up in that Ford, and we only have one home run here in this ballpark.
Lamar Johnson, the batter, will lead it off. He ignited that 4-run rally after the rain delay in the 7th when he led it off with a double off of Crawford, and he takes a pitch high off of Grilly. He's well aware of Grilly, having faced him in Iowa in 74 and in Denver in 75. Well, Grilly was at Evansville. Right-hander delivers a fastball low, ball 2.
He doesn't look overpowering. He just looks like he's nice to hit at if you get your pitch.
Basically a fastball slider pitcher, Jimmy, used primarily in relief in AAA. Here's the 2-0 pitch. There's a swing and a fly ball to left field. Going way back, it is caught up against the wall by Kemp.
Hit it on his fist. He didn't quite get it. With the wind blowing out, it still couldn't help it.
So it goes as a long out. There's one down, and the batter is Jim Spencer. Spencer is 2 for 3 tonight, a pair of singles. He has scored twice, and he has driven in a run. Still waiting on a final from Minnesota. It's 13-9 in the 9th. And we just got it. 13-11. Seattle winds up winning that ball game.
We love you.
Hey, at one point they were ahead 13-3. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a foul to the right side. So Seattle wins it. Bill Laxton, who was picked up by Seattle from these Detroit Tigers, got the win, his third of the year against 2 losses. The Morsgaard, the losers, 6-5. I'm surprised they only had 11,966 in Minnesota tonight. Well, that's not really, I guess.
I thought Laxton really threw good against us. He was a little bit wild, but he threw hard.
Here's the 1-1 pitch to Spencer. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center field. Going back is LeFlore, and he's got it up against the fence, 415 feet from home plate in right center.
That's twice tonight that Spencer is lined in that same spot and really hit the ball hard. If he pulled it maybe 5 feet, he'd had home runs.
So there are 2 out now, and Eric Soderholm, the batter. The White Sox lost a half a game of their lead last night as Minnesota defeated California, so they have a 2.5-game lead coming into tonight. They have an opportunity to gain a game and thus go out in front by 3.5 as Soderholm swings and misses on a fastball up around his eyes.
Soderholm still with the slow bat. He just can't get it moving.
Another fastball. This time it's outside a ball. Eagle, 10-7, the White Sox out in front. Here's a swing and a miss. That ball looked like it was in his mitt when he got around on it. So 2 up and 2 down and 2 strikes on the batter. Jim Essian in the on-deck circle. Right-hander ready. Here's the pitch, and it's low a ball. Danny, you might get on that phone and check and see if they've got the attendance yet tonight. If they've announced it. Oh, you got it already? Yeah. They did announce it, eh?
Yeah, 45,000.
Here's a pitch, low a ball.
993.
45,900 and what, Jimmy?
993.
So almost 46,000 here tonight. They had 39,000 here when the Bird pitched a year ago against the Sox. Here's the 3-2 delivery. Inside a ball, he walked him. He got him with those fastballs, Jim, but he missed with his breaking balls. I was surprised he didn't go after him.
The Bird so far this year has drawn 282,939.
And he only had 1 bad draw, and that was on a very cold night. Drew 17,000.
And he had 7 weeks that he didn't even pitch.
Yep.
He's even now for what he did last year up to now. But they were a little disappointed in him tonight, and I didn't like what he did to the umpire at third base. I like to get on the umpire, but once you get off the field, why not make the fans? He started to get at him, the umpire at third.
Jim Essian, the batter, pops it up. On the first pitch, Milt May circling underneath it in foul territory. The catcher's there. He's got it. And that retires the side. No runs. No hits. 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's still the White Sox 10, Detroit 7.
Make sure that your money is sure money. Make sure it's something you can count on. Make Bell sure money. Your own sure money. Your money goes faster at Bell.
Bell Federal makes sure your money works hard for you every day. They know you can't always make a deposit in your account by the 1st of the month. So Bell Bell Federal Savings will pay interest from the 1st of the month as long as you get your money in by the 10th of the month. That's sure money from Bell. There's something else that makes it easy to keep your money working. Bell now has 8 locations, including the newest office in Highland Park. Come to one of them by the 10th. Earn interest from the 1st and keep your money working at Bell.
Make sure that your money is sure money. Something you can count on at Bell.
Don Kirkwood on the mound. Here in the bottom of the 8th will face Ben Oglivie, Tom Veryzer, and Wayne Scrivener, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters for the Tigers. White Sox out in front, 10-7. Sox took the lead in the first off the Fidrych, 1-0. Tigers tied it in the bottom of the first. Sox got 2 off the Bird in the third, leading 3-1, but the Tigers came back with 3 in the third to lead 4-3. Then they added 1 in the fourth to make it 5-3. Then the Sox got 3 in the sixth off the Bird, 4 in the 7th off of Crawford to lead 10-5. And then Kemp hit a 2-run homer in the bottom of the 7th, making it 10-7. That's where we're at right now. Jack Brohammer has come into play, third base for Soderholm. Soderholm tonight at the plate was 1 for 4, a single, and he scored a run. Ben Oglivie, the batter, 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch by Kirkwood is low ball. Defensively, Jim Spencer's at first, Orta at second, Bannister at short, and Brohammer at third with Essian behind the plate. On outfield of Garr in left, Gamble in center, and Richie Zisk in right. Here's a swing and a high fly ball. Going deep, curving. Richie Zisk getting underneath it. He's got it in fair territory. That ball curved and then came back into fair territory. We're right on the first base line here at Tiger Stadium. I thought it might get out of here, but Zisk caught it right in front of the wall at 325 feet down the line. And there's 1 out. And the batter is Tom Veryzer. 1 for 3 tonight, a double. That was right after the hour and 15-minute rain delay. Boy, I tell you, that was nail-biting time. White Sox were out in front with 3 runs in the 6th. They went out in front 6-5, but with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th, the rains came. Had it continued and we would have been rained out, the Tigers would have won the ball game 5-3, but as it was, it didn't. Here's a swing and a foul down the third base side. 1 strike on the batter. As it didn't, we resumed play. The Sox added 4 more. The 7th, and the Tigers came back with 2 of their own in the bottom half. Range came again, but now it is completely stopped. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss with a high fastball. He's in the hole 0-2. Don Kirkwood, native of Pontiac, Michigan, delivers. Here's a swing and a pop-up on the infield. Just got in front of that curveball, and Bannister has it on the outfield grass. The shortstop takes it for the 2nd out. There's 2 down now. And the batter is Wayne Scrivener. Scrivener, 1 for 3 tonight. A single back in the 4th, and he scored. He's also struck out and flied out. Tomorrow night, the White Sox will be sending a left-hander to the mound, Ken Kravick. And he will go against Fernando Arroyo. There's a pitch outside, a ball. Then on Sunday afternoon, Wilbur Wood will take the mound for the White Sox, and he will go against Dave Rosemont. Sox trying to win their 8th in a row on their longest winning streak of the year thus far. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a foul down the left side. It's curving off out of play, and it's 1-1. They could win here tonight. They will win their 8th in a row. They will have gained a game on second-place Minnesota, who got beat by Seattle 13-11. And they will have ended a personal losing streak of 4 straight games at the hands of the Tigers. And it'll be their 4th win in a row on this road trip. But we still have an inning and 2/3 to go. Or inning and a third, rather. Here's the 1-1 pitch, called strike. 1-2. Milt May in the on-deck circle. Nobody on, 2 out. A 1-2 count on the batter. Right-hander into the windup. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. Struck him out with a good pitch on the inside corner. And that's the first time tonight that Kirkwood has set the side down in order. And he registers his 2nd strikeout of the night. So it's 3 up and 3 down. We go to the 9th. It's the White Sox 10
The Tigers 7.
Make sure that your money is sure money. Make sure it's something you can count on. Big Bell Sure Money. Your own sure money. Your money goes faster at Bell.
Bell Federal makes sure your money works hard for you every day. They know you can't always make a deposit in your account by the 1st of the month. So Bell Federal Savings will pay interest from the 1st of the month as long as you get your money in by the 10th of the month. That's sure money from Bell. There's something else that makes it easy to keep your money working. Bell now has 8 locations, including the newest office in Highland Park. Come to one of them by the 10th. Earn interest from the 1st and keep your money working at Bell.
Make sure that your money is sure money. Something you can count on at Bell.
Gordon Brown back at Tiger Stadium as we go to the 9th inning. The White Sox will send their top of the order against Steve Grilly. It'll be Ralph Garr, Alan Bannister, and Jorge Orta. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th, the Tigers will send up Milt May, their number 9 hitter in the order. Then LeFlore and Fuentes. And if anybody would get on, Rusty Staub would come to the plate. Well over half of this crowd of almost 46,000, just 7 shy of 46,000, have departed here. They had an hour and 15-minute rain delay. And after we resumed, the rains came again, but not hard enough to halt the ball game. Now, no rain at all. Ralph Garr goes after the first pitch, and a swing and a shot into right field. Might go for 2. Garr making the turn at first. Here's the throw into second. He is out. Ralph Garr thrown out, trying to stretch it into a double. You know, an interesting statistic on Ralph tonight is that when he has been up with nobody on, which has happened 4 times, he has walked, and he has 3 singles. He was on with the bases loaded, and he popped up, and he was on base with a couple of men on, and he grounded out. Ralph normally would have made it, not taking anything away from him. He's going to gamble in that situation nevertheless, but the infield a little heavy after that rain, and he just couldn't pick him up and lay him down like he's used to. So he singles, and he is thrown out from 9 to 4. Alan Bannister, the batter, took a strike, now takes the ball low. Alan's had a good night. A sacrifice, an RBI double, an RBI single, and he is walked. And he takes a called strike. The RBI single he got, a great play by Wayne Scrivener, utility infielder for the Tigers, kept that ball from going to the outfield. Here's a called strike 3, struck him out. Allen not too happy with the call. That is the first strikeout by Grilly. So there are 2 out. And the batter is Orta, who's had a big night. He's doubled home, 3 men with the bases loaded, and twice before he had singled men in. So Orta tonight, 3 for 5 and 5 RBIs, has half the White Sox runs driven in. Here's a pitch outside a ball. But at any rate, Bannister hit that ball down the line that Scrivener dove for and grabbed. A run scored. Essian, coming from 30, made a dive at it. Looked like he had tagged him out, and the umpire called him safe. And the White Sox went on to score 2 more runs for a 3-run 6th inning. Here's the pitch to Orta. Inside, a strike in the corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. We're in the 9th. The White Sox are out in front here by a score of 10-7. Right-hander ready. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a chopper down to Thompson at first. He's got it. Makes the unassisted out to retire the side. Only 3 men come to the plate. White Sox get no runs on 1 hit, nobody left. So hang on to your seats now as we go to the 9th. It's the White Sox 10, Detroit 7.
Thorson, Arlington Heights, Mount Prospect. May we help you? Thorson, Mundelein, Libertyville. May we help you? Thorson, Hinsdale. May we help you?
Thorson Realtors sets the pace with yet another first. Our Advance Equity Cash Program. Let's say you've just found the right new home for your growing family, but your cash is tied up in your present home. You need the money fast, or that new home you found will slip through your fingers. Sound familiar? Well, now, any of Thorson's 23 service centers can arrange special financing on your present home. That is, a cash advance covering most of your home's current market value. This cash enables you to purchase your new home. We do all the paperwork, and you simply return your cash advance after Thorson sells your present home. Advance Equity Cash Program. Another Thorson solution for the problems of buying or selling a home. Thorson Realtors, a Coldwell Banker Company.
May we help you? Thorson Deerfield, may we help you? Thorson Glenarwan, may we help you?
Ford Brown back in Detroit as we go to the ninth. Milt May will lead it off. He pinch hit for Bruce Kimm back in the sixth inning, and he grounded out to second. He'll be followed by LeFlore and Fuentes. Kansas City defeated Oakland tonight 6-2. And those red-hot Royals have now won 4 in a row and 9 of their last 11. While the slumping A's have lost 6 in a row. Don Kirkwood on the mound. He's got a left-hander, Hamilton, and a right-hander, LeGros, warming up in the bullpen. 10-7, Sox out in front. They've out-hit the Tigers, 17-11. First pitch is low and away a ball. Kirkwood has given up 3 runs, 2 of them earned on a 2-run homer by Steve Kemp to the opposite field. In fact, right-hander ready. Here's the pitch, and it's a strike. Of the Tigers' 7 runs, 6 of them have been driven in by left-handed hitters, all going to the opposite field tonight. Right-hander ready. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a fly ball to Richie Zisk in right field. He's there. Don't worry about it. And he takes it for the first out. So there's 1 out. And the tough Ron LeFlore is stepping up. He's 3 for 4 tonight, all singles, and he has scored 3 of the Tigers' 7 runs. Cincinnati defeated Houston tonight 8-5. We'll run down all the scores for you following this ball game. Right-hander delivers the pitch, and it's a fastball for a strike. Don Kirkwood trying to win his first game of the year for the Chicago White Sox. He's already won 1 for the California Angels. Right-hander ready, the 1-strike pitch. Inside corner, strike 2 as LeFlore took. Sox only 2 outs away from winning their 8th consecutive ball game. They will have done it by beating the Bird for the first time. Right-hander ready. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Outside and low a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Throwhammer at third, Bannister at short, Orta at second, and Spencer at first with Essian behind the plate. Garr in left, Gamble in center, and Zisk in right. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Kirkwood has just struck out Ron LeFlore. Now there are 2 out. That's his 3rd strikeout of the night and 1 out to go as Tito Fuentes steps in. Fuentes 0 for 3 tonight, but he's been on twice and scored 2 runs. Right-hander goes in the windup and the pitch, and it's a fastball for a strike in the outside corner. The game-winning hit tonight, if the White Sox win it, will go to Richie Zisk again. Here's a pitch outside a ball. Let's see, Mr. Zisk already has 11. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a fly ball to left. Ralph Garr calling for it. He's there. He's got it. The White Sox win and have extended their winning streak to 8 consecutive ball games. As Kirkwood has no problems at all in the 9th inning as he retires the side in order. Here are the totals for the White Sox. 10 runs, 17 hits, and 1 error. 11 men left on. For the Tigers, 7 runs, 11 hits, and 2 errors, and 4 men left on. The winning pitcher in the ball game was Don Kirkwood. Kirkwood is now 2-0 overall for the year, and 1-0 as a member of the Chicago White Sox. And the loser is Mark Fidrych. Fidrych has won 6 and lost a total of 4. So he lost his first 2 ball games, won 6 in a row, and now he has lost 2 in a row.
Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000 classic games and be sure to spread the word. Long live baseball. Thank you for listening to this game on Classic Baseball on the radio. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Feel free to browse our library of over 1,000